forget to subscribe, click that bell, like, comment, and share.
Feminine genius, engage and transform human culture. Feminine genius for the new culture of life. New culture of life for every human person and every age and stage is recognized as having an inviolable dignity and right to life, freedom, and love. Changes we aim to see in the lives of women and girls as a result of the innovation of Life Technology Inc., guided upon by the principles of laborem exercens or spirituality of work and mulieris dignitatem or dignity of women. Feminine genius will be instrumental in turning women into feminine genius, being strong and determined with values of humility, kindness, patience, virtue, good character, industry, piety, and devotion. Use innovation endeavors both in technology and creative arts. Manifest compassion and competence to influence women for the transformational human culture that is self-expression for self-fulfillment and human fulfillment, and women empowerment through education and livelihood. The Feminine Genius Advocacy. As a member of the Feminine Genius, you support the outreach projects aimed to benefit the women in need and at the same time enjoy membership perks for empowerment. These are all made possible because of the support from the M Genius or the male and the Z Genius or the youth, and also from the support of the friends of the Feminine Genius.
Good evening. Good evening, Ella. It's Saturday once more. I think we
Good
have now
evening,
our
ma'am.
good evening. We have now our viewers in post Facebook and YouTube. No, so good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Ria Liza, and of course, as usual, I'm always at your service. And this channel is meant to promote the feminine genius, and of course, our membership packages are based on the attributes of a feminine genius. These are humility, kindness, patience, good character, industry, virtue, piety, and devotion. And as a feminine genius, I spread lessons and insights by featuring people from my network of any gender to share their personal journeys, their challenges, and their breakthroughs. Listening to other people's story is called humility, and sharing is called generosity. We are somehow influenced by the stories of other people that we can apply to ourselves so that we become the best version of ourselves. Life is short, and so let us live our lives to the fullest. And then let me introduce my forever co host, Ella Once.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, Ma'am Ria. Good evening to the viewers of Dr. Ria Liza. And I would like to shout out the team Helpful. Good evening to all of you. Yes, every Saturday I am the co-host of Dr. Ria Liza. And parang nag-echo ako. And exciting po ang ating episode po lagi kasi meron tayong mga matututunan po from the guests. So I hope na mag-enjoy po kayo and take down notes po kayo sa mga discussions po later para makasagot po kayo sa Pinoy Henyo. So, sa mga hindi pa po nakapag-subscribe sa channel ko at sa channel ni Ma'am Ria, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much. Back to you, Ma'am Ria.
Okay, thank you, Ella once. By the way, Ella, I think this evening you are forced to speak in English.
Yes,
Okay?
kailangan.
Because it's a very special event tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, July 4, is the Philippine Republic Day, or also known as the Philippine-American Friendship
Friendship.
Day.
Wow,
So I
may
do
ganun
hope,
pala.
yeah, everybody should know this, yes, because it's
Yes.
part of our current events that we study in school, no? The Philippine-American Friendship Day. Ako kasi, Ella, I cannot forget this event because when I was a bit younger, there's this American ice cream called the Coney Island ice cream. Coney Island ice
Wow
cream. It's
ha,
an
social.
expensive ice cream. Yeah, social. It's an expensive ice cream. Um, but there's a contest, Ella, before. We don't have cell phones, but we have landline, no? And then we have radios. Then you
Yeah.
will call the radio station when there's a contest. You will call the radio station, and then I am calling radio stations for contest, and that contest that I won is called the Coney Island Ice Cream Scream Scream Contest.
Wow.
Yeah, ice cream. So I have to shout ice cream for Coney Island ice cream. So that's I did it on a July 4 event. Okay, and then you know what's my prize? The Coney Island ice cream.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. I have to call the radio station for a Coney Island ice cream because that's expensive during our time, no, way back then. I don't know if we still have a Coney Island ice cream. Baka si Ma'am Kat, perhaps you
During
can
your
research,
time,
no?
how much is the Coney ice cream?
The Coney Island ice cream is that time is 80 pesos, while my
Oh.
baon is only my baon is only 50 pesos, I think.
Oh.
Okay, so it's really expensive. Okay, so um welcome to today's episode. The feminine genius meets the master inventor.
Wow.
This is talagang mapapawaw ka dito, Ella. We'll know about the patent collection of our guest. This is Late Night with Dr. Ria Liza featuring Up Close and Personal with engineer Rob Leighton. Rob is a graduate of Westlawn School of Yacht Design, Masters in Aeronautical Engineering at Georgia Technical School of Engineering, and Postmaster Studies at the University of Washington, focusing on carbon and aramid fiber airframe structure design. Rob has spent
10 years in the aeronautical industry as a structural airframe design engineer and functional test engineer on new airplane programs. He is a subject matter expert in linear ply structural layup for carbon fiber wing design, the wing of the airplanes. We're talking of the wings, no, of the airplanes. From his experience of composites in the aerospace industry, Rob developed a company to design and manufacture bulletproof helmets and jackets for the Philippine government. And I think this is being manufactured in China. His designs have been proven to be the lightest and the strongest ballistic products in the whole world. Now, although spending many years in other industries such as aerospace, robotics, and ballistic products, Rob's passion has always been designing and building yachts. So, for 12 years old until now, Rob has been doing just that, along with 1,000 of miles of offshore sailing. I think he already sailed around the globe. No? He doesn't just design and build, but uses his real world experiences to innovate and develop better yacht designs. And of course, Rob wants to penetrate the whole and make an impact in the whole Southeast Asian countries. So let us welcome a very good friend, American but Filipino by heart, Engineer Rob Leighton.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
Good.
hello, Rob.
Hello.
I'll
Good
give
Thank
you the
you.
evening.
spotlight.
Thank you, Dr. Ria, for inviting me. This is a great honor.
Yes. Where are you now? Are you in the yacht or you in the house?
No, unfortunately, I'm out and about. I'm up in Angeles City right now with some other meetings. I'm always, traveling and going to lots of meetings. So I was just eating with some friends, and now I'm out here on the balcony because there's nowhere else to do this. So it might be a little noisy because they're playing music in the background. So,
Yeah, and don't worry because we can hear the music, but it's really not that um, loud.
oh,
Okay,
good.
on our end. Okay. So Rob, can we leave you for a while so that you will now start your presentation?
Yeah, I'm just going to tell a little about my story and how I got to where I am, and I don't know how many minutes do I have here.
Take your time. Just around
Okay.
30 to 40 minutes, okay? And then we will
Okay.
go back when you're done. You just tell
Okay.
us when you're done. Okay. We're just
Okay.
here supporting and listening to you.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, so actually, I was raised on a farm. Here, I'll take my glasses off. um, I was raised on a farm in the mountains of Washington State, and really grew up pretty poor. We didn't have really anything, so we just grew our own food and really just lived off the farm. And I remember growing up, and my sister. I'm the youngest of eight, so most of my siblings were already out of the house working, and I only had two left growing up with, and so I had a big family, but I didn't really know a lot of them. As far as I can remember, I grew up with two siblings, and but one of my older sisters that worked away in Seattle, big city. we thought of Seattle as, that's way over there in that big city. Our closest neighbor was like 2 miles away. Can you imagine? And I didn't know anything except for the farm. And I remember one time I was studying a history book, and I shared to my sister that I liked the sea because I read stories about Magellan and all these sailors that sailed the ocean, and other people that discovered islands of the Pacific and whatnot. And it really intrigued me. So I told her, hey, I like saying, this really is interesting. And so she sent me a book. She thought I would be interested in yachting because, she's in Seattle. There's yachts all over the place there, and one of the biggest yachting, centers in the world, actually, Pacific Northwest. And so she began sending me yachting books, yachting magazines, and wow, I was suddenly just obsessed with sailing and yachts. And here, here I was on a farm, never even been in a boat before, never been around yachts, and all of a sudden I'm like, this is what I want to do. This is my dream. And can you imagine telling that to a family that are farmers? Didn't go over too well, to tell you the truth. My dad wanted me to stay on the farm and work on the farm because I was one of the last siblings left, or last children left of his, that had a chance to take over the farm. And so I began telling him, hey, I want to go sailing the ocean. They thought I was nuts. So I convinced my sister. I said, hey, can you send me to Seattle? And so I can check this out, see boats in real life, for the first time. So I think I was 12 years old, and she bought me a bus ticket. And I went to Seattle, and wow, it was a game changer for me. So I went from the farm to yachting world. And so since then, I immediately started learning about how to build boats. I was really obsessed about design. So I started designing yachts when I was that age. And really, that was my dream. And started building boats when I was a teenager. And when I was in high school, I took drafting class and design anything I could get a hold of, like engineering, design, drafting, all that. And I scored over and above. My teachers couldn't give me enough material. I was like a complete natural with design. And so that was really what I excelled in. And from there, I went to college. I took a yacht design course, the only yacht design course in the United States at the time. And during my college days, so I went to college and I was taking a yacht design course. Back then it was in the mail, so I would do, it was a correspondence course. So I would study and send in my, tests, and a week or two later, I'd get it back and I'd get a score, really old school back then, right? And no internet or nothing. So that's how I went to Yacht Design University. That's what they called it. It took me about a year to graduate from that, and then finished my college, and I wanted to be a yacht designer. But things kind of changed because at that time, unfortunately, the late 80s, the yachting industry was tanking. So everybody was going out of business that was building yachts. And I couldn't even buy a job because there was no jobs designing yachts. So a friend of mine called me up and he said, hey, Rob, why don't you design machines for me? And so in my 20s, I started designing automation machines. And I got so good at it that my company that I worked for beat out all their competitors in advanced labeling machines and automated equipment for produce. And if you ever pick up an apple and you see a little sticker on it and it has a barcode, and you're cussing at the guy that stuck that on there because it's really hard to get it off, well, you can blame me, because I was the first inventor of a labeling machine that labeled and printed on apples. And then it went to all kinds of fruit and all that. And my machine can now, we reinvented it several different times since then. And now it prints and applies. And I think it prints like 10 pieces of fruit a second. It's really, really fast. So during that time, I was designing automated equipment, just, inventing. That's my friend built me a shop and gave me all the equipment, the CNC milling machines and all that stuff. And I had my laptop or my computer at the time with 3D modeling. I was a super 3D modeler at the time, when everybody thought 3D modeling was, a weird, futuristic thing. I was doing it like it was part of me. It was normal for me. So I was really advanced at my time in what I was doing. This was back in like 1990, 1991, 92, something like that. And those days, the computers were Jurassic. And the thought of 3D modeling was like, what's that? Most of the engineers I talked to, they're like, what are you talking about? You can't do 3D. And I go, well, I am. And so back then it was called CAD Key. It was the first 3D program, solid modeling program in the world. And an old guy taught me that, ironically, back in 1990. And that's what I used. That's what I used CAD Key for my first 20 or so inventions. And then I would design. It was really cool because back then I was designing and I was building what I designed right in the same room. And so I was kind of like a wild, crazy scientist type, and I had hair back then. It was kind of curly and sticking out. So, I kind of looked like a wild scientist. And so, yeah, those are the days. And I remember getting a phone call one day, and it was the Boeing company, and they said, why don't you come work for us? And I go, how'd you know my name? And they said, well, we found out that blah, 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 blah. And, oh, okay. I think they found out because the company next door to my office was designing a drone for Boeing. And I would go over there and we'd kind of collaborate and yak, and we'd talk about, new inventions and things like that. And I was pretty intrigued on what they were doing. So I think they said something probably. And so in any case, Boeing called me and they said, come work for us. And I turned them down the first 2 times because I'm like, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm designing. I got my own little space and nobody to bother, and no politics or nothing. And but they kept bugging me. They called me 3 different times and I said, fine, I'll interview. And so I interviewed. And 15 minutes later, they called me back and said I got the job. And I said, well, how much? And their figure doubled my salary. And I said, wow, really? And so I started working for Boeing, and it was the first job I made over a 6-digit income. And I worked there for 10 years designing airplanes, and they sent me back to school. That's where I finished my aeronautical degrees. And actually they paid me. Boeing doesn't just pay for the school, they pay your salary while you're studying. So it's pretty cool. So, that was a great learning experience. I learned, not only did I learn composite analysis at Boeing, I was on the forefront of the development of the 787 Dreamliner. And it's a carbon fiber airplane. And so we were developing that and testing and developing and testing. And I became a subject matter expert on carbon fiber design for aerospace. So it was a significant time in my life where I was just at the right time, right place at the right time. And, Boeing called me for a reason. And that's where I went. So really, I was really honored to spend that time with the Boeing company, and before that, I spent a couple of years with other aeronautical companies, just part-time doing some projects, Lockheed Martin, and some projects with NASA, just small projects that I did. And so I kind of was in the aerospace industry, dabbling before that, but Boeing really threw me in there, and I got the I got the whole deal there. And then after a 787 program, I did functional tests for several different airplane programs, and that really taught me, how an airplane works, and all the functions, and what it does, and what can break it, and what it needs to be able to fly without problems. So that really also was a huge thing for me to learn. And one of the things I learned, that every day should be a new learning experience. If you're not learning every day, there's something wrong. You should change what you're doing, so to make sure you're actually learning something new every day. And that's kind of a story of my life. I never stopped learning. And by the way, all through these years that I was doing the aerospace industry and the automation and all that, I was still, playing with my boats. I designed the unlimited hydroplane for a hydroplane racing circuit. I designed a power boat and a couple sailboats that were built back then, all at the same time. So I was always busy. I was always doing stuff on the side. And, one thing I didn't do is always put everything in one basket. I didn't just do a career. I'm not a career person, really. I like to always experiment and explore and learn new things. So if I worked for an employer, I had 2 or 3 clients on the side. That was just normal. And so when I was working for Boeing, I was designing and inventing all kinds of things on the side for many different clients. So that led me to starting my own engineering company. And in 2015, I resigned from Boeing to start. I already started, but to do my engineering full time. And so I resigned from Boeing. I traveled. I did some design work in the U.S., and then I also started a company in China. And because it's just really impossible to start a yacht design or a yacht manufacturing company in the U.S. because of the cost of putting it together is just cost prohibitive. That's why they all went out of business, because of all the requirements, all the restrictions you have on making stuff with chemicals and all that thing. So in order to make any money at all, I decided to start building boats in China. So we did that, and then another company developed through that in China, where we were starting to design bulletproof material, helmets, jackets, and all kinds of ballistic material. And because of all my experience at Boeing, I just used that experience to develop ballistic material for the militaries, not just China military, but all over the world. And so we spent a lot of money, a lot of time. We're able to, I knew we could come up with something a lot stronger and better than what was out there. And so we just kept messing with different materials, different plastics, different fibers. And we ended up with something about 30% lighter and almost twice as strong as our competitor. And so I was pretty happy about that. In fact, as of today, I just got a message from my partner in China. They said my new helmet, this is like 4 generations of helmets later, my new helmet that we just designed the last few months has passed all of the tests with flying colors, and it's even lighter than the one before. And so we just keep getting better and better. So now we have something that's even lighter than all my other helmets, and it passes the highest level test of the aerospace industry. So we were pretty excited, because we're not afraid to try something new. We're not afraid to experiment. And when you're, if you want to really excel in the engineering world, if you really want to advance yourself, you must experiment. You have to get out of the box. You have to say, well, the calculations say this, but what if we tried that? And that's what I've always done. I've always done it. Has it been difficult? Yes. Have I argued and fought with other engineers because of it? Yes. I've had other engineers say I'm crazy. One guy said I needed to see a psychiatrist. One guy said that I don't follow any rules. And I've got all kinds of, different things said to me. But at the end of the day, they still have a job. And I have quite a history and future with advanced technology that they don't. Just because I was willing to step out of the box and just try different things. So, we tried Kevlar and carbon together instead of just Kevlar. And everybody says, oh no, you have to use Kevlar, any bulletproof material, because if you try to put carbon in there, it'll explode and turn into dust. Well, we proved them wrong. We mixed some carbon fiber in with the Kevlar, and it turned out a lot stronger. And it's just things like that, Today, I'm actually, to back up a little bit, in 2015, what should I say? I did the thing that I was dreaming about all my life, to sail almost around the world. But I have about 20,000 miles on my little boat, a little 40-footer that I sailed alone, single-handed. If you go around the world, it's like 27,000 miles. So a few more thousand miles, and I've accumulated enough. But I love the ocean. I love sailing. It's my passion. Well, it is my passion, I guess. And so I bought a bigger boat when I was over here in the Philippines from Hong Kong, and I sailed it over here. It's a Tiana. It's a boat I dreamed about when I was younger. And of course, it was an older version back then, but this is a newer one. And it's a beautiful boat. You can, you're welcome on board anytime. It's moored in Nasugbu at the moment, but we sail it around. I think I'm going to sail to Mindoro in a few weeks, and then we'll sail to Subic. And I'm going to stay in Subic for a while because we're moving all of our China business to the Philippines. So I'm glad, Dr. Ria, you mentioned that because I'm not all my yachting stuff now is going to be in the Philippines. So even some of the bulletproof material is going to be made in the Philippines. So my goal is to make everything here. So I'm supporting Philippine economy altogether. It's helping the Philippine economy to import and to sell and all that, but not near as much as if I make it here. And so the next orders will probably be all made in the Philippines. So it's pretty exciting. I've been here now for 6 years, and that was my goal. And I'm very excited now that we can start building things in the Philippines. So just to wrap it up, I'm just, I guess I have a story of just having a dream in front of me and never quitting, always pursuing the dream, always working hard. A mentor told me when I was young, he said, Rob, if you want to succeed, just excel in everything you do. Just do it the best you can, best of your ability, and don't back down. Just don't listen to people if they get jealous or if they naysay or something like that, just don't ignore them. Just keep pursuing it. Keep doing the best, and you'll get there. And that's really what I did. I did a lot of things when I was young. Tried a lot of things. I failed in a lot of things. I can talk to you for the next hour about all my failures. And if you're a successful person, I can tell you you've had failures in your history. But you know what? The failures is a school, and I learned from those failures to get ahead, to do something better the next time. And so I can tell you I have like 25 or 30 patents, but I have about 60 or 70 designs that never made it anywhere, that I just tried and see if they work, and they didn't. I tried again, it didn't. I tried again, but a few of them made it. So just because something doesn't work, don't quit. Just keep trying and keep going to the next step. And I just encourage all of you. If you don't have to be an engineer to be successful. Obviously, Dr. Ria is also a very excellent engineer, inventor, just like myself. But everybody has a gift. Everybody has a gift. You might have a gift of music. You might have a gift of different business. You might have a gift of whatever you're good at. Just pursue it. Find your niche and pursue it. Because if you're good at it, you'll excel in it. If you're just doing it because somebody else told you to, or that it was popular or something like that, you can do it, but it's going to be tough, and it's going to be work. I design a lot just for fun. I have a lot of designs on my laptop. I design just for fun, because I enjoy doing it. If you're doing something like that, you don't have to worry. You don't have to work at it so hard. It's not like a job. And so I know so many people. I worked with people at the Boeing company, and I noticed a lot of the engineers, they almost hate their job. They're just there to make the money, and they're not that good at it. And I have checked their work, and it's like, this guy's kind of off a little bit, and because probably he did it because it was the thing to do, or the thing to make money, or maybe his friends told him to do it, or his parents told him to do it, but it wasn't his gift. And so I run into a lot of people like that. Just find out your gifting, find out what you're really good at, and pursue it. Because if you do, you'll be very successful in life. Okay, so I think that's about it, and I really appreciate it. It's an honor to be here. And if you have any questions, of course, you can ask, and I'll be happy to assist in any way. Back to you, Ria.
All right. So, medyo na-amaze ako. 25 patents and more than 70 designs. That's huge. That's many in a number, no? Very amazing to have those kinds of patents, and at the same time commercialize the patents, because what happened in the Philippines is that mostly have patents, but the patents or the products did not get to the market, Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not just in the Philippines. In the U.S., patents in the market probably at least 80%.
Yeah. Okay. Ako ba nag-lag ako? Do I lag? I think I
Yeah,
lag in my internet.
yeah, a little bit.
Yes. I just have taken down or some of the words of wisdom of Rob. No, every day is a new learning experience. And Rob says, if you're not learning every day, there's something wrong. So as in every day, okay. And then well, is not putting all his eggs in one basket. Obviously, Rob is very diversified. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And um, the failure is a school. And for me, Rob, the expenses in the failure is a tuition fee.
Exactly. You
Yes.
nailed it.
Failure is, yeah. And then and of course the get out of the box thing. Get out of the box thing. Now, Rob, you've been the Boeing is with your NASA. It's a NASA project, right?
Say that again. You just broke up right when you said that. Right when you asked that.
Okay. So, um, from being a farmer in the farm up to where you are right now, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? Is this already success at your point?
Well, I look at it this way. Because I was raised on a farm, I always have that perspective. I never forget where I came from, and so I respect everybody the same. I don't look down on people. I don't misjudge people so much because I've been there. I went through the poor scenario with no money. I've been through, struggling as a college student with no parents. My parents died when I was a teenager, and so I had no support. And I had to support myself. I worked as a chef while I was going to school, was going to college, and so because when I worked at a restaurant, I got free food, so I could at least eat. And so it was a real struggle, and I can relate to people a lot. So I'm really thankful of what I've been through that struggling experience, and so. I never think of myself as arrived. I'm always in this journey, and I never think of myself as successful. I think of myself as being on this journey that always is going somewhere, is always accomplishing something, and so I never arrive. I guess I don't think I.
Yes. In fact, Rob, you said a while ago that some of your friends are telling you like you're like crazy, thinking all of these things. No, I actually read one write up maybe a few weeks ago when they said that a person who's really dreaming so much at some point you sound like in lunacy, which I agree because
Yeah,
sometimes when I speak of my dreams, I think the people around me thought I'm crazy.
yeah. I'll tell you this. The reason why people think you're crazy because you're the only one that can see your dream. They can't. All they see is your struggle. They see you make mistakes. They see you struggling. They see you maybe not getting where they think you should go. And yeah, it looks crazy to them.
So if if you're a, if you're dreaming in life and you already reach a point that people thought you're crazy because of your big dreams, then you know that you're already there. You're making big already, right?
Yeah.
Well, of course, yeah. And also, Rob, can you say that during your time when you're in the aerospace technology, is that the highest paying industry at the time?
Yeah, as far as a job goes, I always tell people I got stupid pay. It was so much, it was stupid. I used to look at my paycheck and like, really? I, I'm actually making this much? It's like, it's not even fair. It's too much already. So yeah, there's a lot of money in aerospace industry.
So what
Um,
then? Because you tell you resigned after 10 years, no? Eh, well, it's a very hard decision. I mean, you're in the most lucrative promising industry, aerospace, where
Yeah.
not all of us have that, I mean, the chance, and you're being paid big, and yet you will resign. So how do you, what's the process, and what makes you be decided 100%? Because you know what, Rob, there are a lot of people here I know who's listening who are, I mean, in the process of deciding in life. No, they cannot
Yeah.
choose where to go, but in your
Yeah.
case you really decide. So can you enlighten us on this
Yeah.
part of your journey?
Well, it depends on what you really want to do. So sometimes the money it's not just about the money. I really wanted to be free. I wanted to sail across the oceans. I wanted to, explore the world. I want to do a lot of things. And working, 80 hours a week at a corporation just didn't mix. I couldn't do that and do what I really wanted to do at the same time. And so before I resigned from Boeing, for years before that, like 10 years, well, almost the whole time I was working for Boeing, I was preparing myself to leave. I was I was building business. I was building a client base. I was getting projects that I could collect royalty income, so that when I leave, I could make more money without being at the office. And so, you know, it would be a bad decision if I walked away from Boeing and had no other income. That would be a bad decision. But I was preparing for years to be able to have income that wasn't based on me being presently at the company. Excuse me. So it wasn't something that I just said, well, I save up enough money. I can guarantee you cannot save up enough money to walk away at 48 years old and not run out of money eventually, right? If you're not making money at 48 years old, 20 years later, you could have several $1,000,000 in the bank. You probably would be still broke. Okay, so you need money coming in, right? And so I made sure I had money coming in, and that way I was able to earn money as I was sailing. So when I was sailing across the Pacific and other places of the world, I was actually making royalty income. I was designing things on my laptop in the boat, and so I was doing remote work and still bringing in income. So yeah, it was something that I was preparing myself to do.
So you just don't decide to leave, no? You're prepared, and this mindset. I mean, the preparation. How long was that?
Yeah, I would say the last 5 years of Boeing was really my mind was kind of half at work and half on other things to get out of there, So the funny part about it is when I left Boeing, all my coworkers told me I was crazy because they didn't see all this other stuff I was doing. They just saw, me having $250,000 a year income and walking away from it. They thought I was nuts. So
Yes.
yeah, but yeah, I was really seriously preparing myself.
So so that could have been easy for somebody who already, I mean, gained expertise, and now you can really to be paid on that expertise by having clients. No?
Yeah,
So in other words, as part of the preparation is really to be equipped. I have to that mastery or expertise,
exactly.
right?
You're like I said, you really have to be really good at what you do. That way you can do it anywhere in the world. You don't have to do it where you're at. You can go places and do it. So just be really good at what you do. When I went to China and I did some things for them, they were shocked. They were they called me the best designer in the world because they didn't know anybody that could do what I was doing. Even though it's not true, there's other designers better than me. But in their eyes, I was the best because they didn't see anybody else. And so, whenever you want to give value to yourself, just find out what somebody wants and get really good at it, and they'll think you're the best in the world, and you'll never have a problem. You'll always have a future with that.
But Rob, because you're from the US, so I mean, um, meaning education, information, data, technology, you're ahead of all the rest of us in the globe. So, do you think being that, being a US person, American, had an advantage?
Yes and no. um, I'll give you a little secret. My 90% of my knowledge of inventing was not in school. I didn't learn how to invent anything in school. I learned how to invent after school. And so school gave me a platform, but it didn't give me out of the box thinking. It didn't give me determination. It didn't give me creativity. It did the very opposite. College wants to put you in a box and say, this is what you are and this is what you should do. And so I rejected that. I rebelled against that. I said, no, that's not me. So all the time when I was going to college, I just did it for information. I forgot about, I ignored all the propaganda. I ignored all the, well, you should do this and do that. I ignored all that. I didn't fit into the crowd. And actually, I didn't, to tell you the truth, I didn't really have any friends in college because of that, because they had their little groupies and they said, well, this is this rule and this is that rule. And I said, yeah, whatever, dude. I'm in a different world. I don't go there. So, I used it for information, but the information I got from college was very small that I actually used in the real world. It's not very much. About 20% of anything I learned in college, I actually used in the real world.
Yeah, and I also take note that you said that you're, I mean, decades advance of your time. That has been always what I'm telling future scientists and the students who are doing their projects, to be always ahead, 10 or 20 years ahead of time.
Yeah.
Rob, can you just give some tips, no, on how they could be ahead of their time, no, 20 years ahead of
Yeah.
technology?
Yeah.
Um,
Self-study. Self-study is the most valuable thing that you can do, more valuable than college, more valuable than going to university. 90% of everything I learned that I invented was self-study. It was research on the internet. It was reading lots of books. It was learning from other people that had decades worth of experience. I'm always asking questions. When I was at Boeing, I was always drilling people that were there for 30, 40 years. How do you do this? How do you do that? How does this work? How does that work? And I'm always learning from other people so that I can get something put together. New inventions are usually little bits and pieces of information you get from different sources. It's not something completely new altogether. It's taken A, that's already invented, and B, that's already invented, and putting them together to create something new. And maybe it's A, B, C, and Z, and Q, and R, and putting it together. It might be a lot of things, but it's self-study. It's being determined and self-motivated to go on the internet, to read the books, to research, and just try different things. And I think that's the difference between somebody that just has a job as an engineer or somebody that wants to create something in the future. One of the things, I'll just add, one of the
yeah.
things about
Well,
that I noticed.
Yeah, go
one of the
ahead
things
po.
I noticed about this culture, especially in the Philippines, sadly, is that they value university too much. It's like if I, it's the kind of the thought that if I go to the university and I graduate, I've arrived. I've learned everything there is to learn, and now I just need to get a job and work. You know, use the university as a stepping stone, but that should just be, the first step of your learning process, but it shouldn't be the last. So just use that as just a stepping stone for advancement.
Yeah, that's a good tip. No? So by the way, for the viewers, no, that's one of the I'm a patent agent. So my job in the Philippines is to to draft patents for clients. US is different from US way of writing patent is different from the Philippine way of writing patent. We are
Yes, you taught
geared
me that.
towards Philippines is more on applying the European standard. Yeah. Yes, that's why when I was what you call this I had a meeting before with the people of Dado Banato. They wanted me to explore writing for them and the US products. I said I might have a hard time drafting the US way because that's not what I'm trained for. But when Rob says that you combine feature of this, features of that, features of, I mean, you read information from other sources, other products, you combine their features and put it in your product. Now, just a tip, maybe a minimum of three features from three different products combined in your product, then probably you have a big chance of
Yeah.
being be granted a patent. That's a long process in the Philippines. No, it involves around more than 2 years to do that. But having 25 patents like Rob, I mean, that's one of the I mean, if I have to dream of that, Ella, my life would not be enough to have 25 patents. Somebody's asking here, turned in late, where is our engineer guest based? Somebody's asking, um, Rob, where is our engineer based? A guest based.
Where am I based?
Yes.
Well, now I'm based
Where
in the Philippines. I'm based in the Philippines now.
So Rob right now is in the Philippines, and now that's why when we're celebrating the Philippine-American Friendship Day, the first person that came into my mind is no other than Rob, because the love that he had for the Philippines, in spite of the fact that he's a foreigner. Rob, can you tell us some story? How long have you been in the Philippines, and what make you decide to stay in the Philippines? Do you find business very lucrative in this place? Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good question. So I first came to the Philippines in 2013, and I met my future bride. And so I really felt like the first time when I was in the Philippines, I felt like it was home. I felt like this is the place where I want to live. And I love the people, I love the culture. Um, it's the Philippines, to tell you the truth, the Philippines makes me happy and also makes me sad, because it makes me happy. The people, there's more fun in the Philippines, right? So a lot of things are fun here. It's easy to have a fun time, a happy time, but you look around and there's things that make you sad. And so both of those things motivated me to stay here. So the happy things are great. I love it. But the sad things makes me want to help, makes me want to improve and do something to be a part of, developing the Philippines. So I guess that's, kind of where I was at. and I told my wife I must live in the Philippines. So we when we got married, we lived here for 2 years, and I literally ran out of money. And so I went back to the U.S., and that's when I worked for the Boeing company, and basically up until 2015, I told my wife, I said, we gotta change. We gotta go back to the Philippines. I have, business already, so let's do this. And I jumped in my boat and sailed across the Pacific, and ended up in the Philippines. And I really, Philippines is a very tough place to earn income, to tell you the truth. Very, very tough, especially as a foreigner. As a Filipino, it's easier to do business than a foreigner. Um, but this last 6 years that I've lived here, I have created a really good team of people that I trust, and we have some really good projects, and so it's looking good. Through the last year of COVID and all that, really didn't affect us much. The military still needs equipment. My other businesses are still going, and so it only affected some small businesses we have in the Philippines. I had to shut one down, but we're going back up again. So yeah, it's a struggle. It's more of a struggle here in the Philippines, but I can say it's worth it. It's more satisfying than doing things in the States, because you can really see the big differences. You can really make a change, a difference.
That is so nice. That was so nice to hear from you, Rob. So, but your citizenship still U.S., right?
Yes, I'm only a permanent resident here now, but so far I don't think I can be a citizen.
Okay. Okay, so I think Ella has sets of questions for you. Yes,
Yeah,
Ella.
I was so amazed with Sir Rob because he's so hardworking, Ma'am Ria. So, can you hear me, Ma'am Ria? Sir Rob, can
Yep.
you hear me?
Ella hardworking. Rob,
Hello?
the working culture of the U.S. people. Uh, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because Ella mentioned that Rob is hardworking. My
Yeah.
question, I reminds me something, Ella. Rob, because you know, of course, U.S. is a dream for most Filipino. That's that's a one thing that a lot of people wanted to be U.S. citizen, etc. No? So they say in the U.S. you you live you live to work. In the Philippines, you work to live.
Yeah.
So
Really?
meaning, really, because of that, U.S. people and the people who are there are really hardworking, right, Rob?
Well, Americans is at least my generation, and older. I mean, yeah, the young generation can be too, but there's a big change going on in the U.S. Um, it's more, it's getting all techy. It's getting to the point where working hard is, it's still there, but it's like the new generation now wants to work, but they want to play. They want to grab their laptop and travel and work, and just they don't need to be a millionaire. They can just work enough to pay for their expense, and they want to travel and explore and do things. And so, the working world now is more online, and it's a different scenario. back when I grew up in my career, when I was younger, you still, the corporate world with sitting in the office and working at a desk was the deal. That's what you did. Now it's like I want to sit at home, or I want to go to the beach and bring my laptop and do my projects. And so, um, it's a different world now in the Philippines. So, but Americans in general, they want to explore. They're explorers as far as exploring at work or exploring, doing something fun, more so than Filipinos. Filipinos are more happy, in my experience, are more happy with settling down, having a good job, and raising a family. So, which is very important. But it's two different cultures. But I think more and more they're blending. They're getting more and more similar every year. So Filipinos are kind of breaking out of the family thing. Maybe they want to, have a job where they don't have to go to the office and they can travel and do things like that. So, yeah, it's the whole world's changing, especially because of COVID. People had to work at home, they had to work remotely, so it changed a lot.
All right. Uh, Sir, I have a question.
Yep.
What is your best project?
Okay, I just read your note, Dr. Ria. I wasn't reading the notes. I just now reading it. Oh, you asked me questions. Okay. My best project was I would have to say the 787 Dreamliner program. That was my best project. That really propelled me into the aerospace industry and gave myself a platform. And every day I remember going to work and looking at this carbon fiber airplane, this huge carbon fiber airplane being made in a shop, just like, wow, am I really part of this? Is this, this is pretty amazing what we're doing, because we're changing the whole aeronautical industry with one airplane. Up until then, airplanes were made out of aluminum. And this is the first airplane that was made almost entirely, the skin and the frame entirely out of, fiber-based plastic. And so it was a game
Mm.
changer, and I was just, honored to be a part of that.
All right. Wow, what a big project. Congratulations, sir. But my next question is, what is your best and most significant investment?
My best investment was being willing to jump into the helmet industry, the aerospace helmet industry. When I was approached to design a helmet, I didn't want to do it. It's like, I'm not a helmet designer. I don't even know the shape of somebody's head, right? How do I design a helmet? I had no idea. And so up until now, it's not my favorite thing to do. Yet we have the best helmets now in the industry. It's my best investment because that's what made me all the money. Most of the money I'm making is in helmets right now. Just because I was willing to do something that is not normally something I would normally do. It's like, why would I want to design a helmet, right? And so I was willing to do something and invest time and money into it, and now it's bringing me back. I can just say this: my income now is 4 times what I made at Boeing, and I'm working that money that I'm making. I no longer have to spend hardly any time doing. I work on the helmet projects. I work about I would say I work about 8 hours a week, and I make 4 times as much than I made at the Boeing company, working 8 hours a week.
All right. Um, I would like to clarify first the word
That's Ella.
aerospace helmet designer, Ma'am Ria. That's helmet means for the aero industry?
Yeah, it's for fighter pilots and helicopter pilots,
No,
and
I
I
think
see.
for
Yeah, I see.
any pilot. Yeah, any pilot helmets.
Okay, I get
For
it.
any pilot. Yeah, any pilot.
All right, sir. So my next question is,
that's Ella. That's the wonder of being an inventor.
yeah, all right. Yes, Fabria, I get it already. And so may I proceed to the next question? Sir, I would like to know, we would like to know, who is your hero or idol? Because you're
Oh,
so hardworking and achiever. Do you have someone you mirror your life with?
well, I don't think I would say I never mirror my life with anybody, but
Okay.
my biggest hero is Elton Musk. He's my biggest hero.
Okay.
Um, I not because of his personality. I mean, the guy's really arrogant, and he probably hurts people's feelings and all that. I probably wouldn't do that. That's why I don't mirror him. But he's a guy that takes crazy risks, and when he fails at it, he thinks it's a success. So every time one of his, rockets falls out of the sky, he's like congratulating himself because he made it that far. Now he has things to learn and he's going to make another one. So he's always dreaming way bigger than what he can do. He's always trying something that probably wouldn't work, but he's going to try it anyway. And that's what made him a billionaire, because
Wow.
he's always trying things that everybody says can't work, and he does it anyway. Maybe the first time's going to be a failure. Maybe the second time's be a failure, but if he tries enough times, then he's going to be successful. So, yeah, I think um, he's the ultimate guy that dreams huge and fails a lot, but success has enough success to make him a billionaire.
Wow.
You're talking of Elon.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Okay. All right. So very well said. My next question, sir, is what else you want to achieve or what else remains undone?
Um, my next dream is I've designed a 95-foot mega yacht. I want to build that probably next year. I want to start on that. Um, that's kind of my personal, thing that I want to do. The other thing is I want to sail in all the other places of the world that I haven't sailed to yet. And so I want to spend like several years just sailing the world and discovering islands and cultures that, most people never get to see. I think that's something that's always on the back of my mind that I want to do.
All right, sir. Um, Another question here is that if you are not who you are right now, then who would you be?
Well, when I was a teenager, I wanted to be a rock star.
Wow, Maria Rockstar. Really, sir?
Yeah, I saw
uh,
because I saw guitars on. You play guitar, Rob?
yeah,
You play guitar?
yes.
Rock star
I was
man.
actually
Later, he
in
will show us some rock songs.
a
Yeah, later. That's the challenge
no.
for
I
him.
when in my teenage years, I was part of a rock band, and so
Right.
I thought I was going to be a rock star, but never quite made it there.
All right, sir. Okay, so our last question for you, sir, is that um, how can you help the feminine genius advocacy given your expertise and everything?
Well, Dr. Ria and I have known each other for several years. I really understand her heart and what she wants to do, especially here in the Philippines. And I'm 100% for it. In fact, we kind of think the same way as far as what we want to see in the Philippines. And I've always shared with her I would love to have just a group of engineers or designers just inventing stuff, and if we could set up a prototype shop where they could just you could let them loose, have all the machines and 3D printers and 3D modeling and all this stuff, and they could just have fun developing new products and things that just whatever they want to do, and that would be something I think Dr. Ria would love to see, and I think eventually we can make that happen.
Okay. Maria, are you satisfied?
Yeah, we can now have a physical place
Hmm.
where women can just, prototype anything they want or think of things.
You
So
know,
I'll look forward to that, Rob.
I'll say this one thing about women without being, I don't want to be, what do you call it, one side or the other, but I've seen women excel in all this industry. There's not very many women engineers, but when I do meet them, they excel. They're the best. And when I was in Boeing, I sat right beside a woman engineer, and I'm telling you, she was the best in her in the group. She's really on top of everything, and she made a big difference. So, you know, um, women are very detailed. I can tell you that much. They're very detailed on the average. Guys are like, oh yeah, it's good enough. Women, no, 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 you missed this part, you missed that part. And so I've experienced that, and it's refreshing to see a different personality involved and what they can do, and they can really go places in this industry. So I'm all for it.
Thank you, Rob. So we will now be having our Pinoy Henyo, Rob. We have a private chat on the right side of your screen. And
Yeah.
could you please type 5 words that are significantly mentioned by you? Let's have our viewers guess 5 words, and you will be the one to give the clue. So while you're writing, we'll just have a shout out. Ella.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
I write 5 words, or Ella's going to write 5 words.
you, sir.
You, Rob,
You.
you will write 5 words. And please write number one, two, three, write the number.
So words
You
about
write it
anything
on
I
the
said.
anything that you said
You've mentioned.
significantly this
Yes.
evening. The words that you think stick in the mind of of the viewers. So please number it, Rob. We'll give you time to think while Ella is doing a shout out. Okay.
Yeah. Big love shout out to all of you, the viewers of Dr. Ria Liza. So while waiting for Sir Rob, please remain ready for the Pinoy Henyo because this is gonna be exciting. This is the first time that we have a. Now, am I right, Ma'am Ria? This is the first time that we have a guest, uh, which is American, and this time, he's now preparing the words that we are going to guess later. So, mega love shout out
But Ella,
to
he's the third, but he's the third foreigner because the first is the
first one
Miss
is.
Sweden. Miss
Ah,
Sweden.
yeah, I forgot.
Noble Queen of Sweden. And then we have Kalyar of Myanmar, the actress from Myanmar.
Yeah, I see.
Kalyar. And then Rob.
So he's the first male American
Yeah,
guest.
first male foreigner.
Yeah. So mega love shout out to the team Helpful, Sis Arzante TV, and also Havana Habonillo. Also, Jiang Mai, mega love shout out. Thank you to your support, for your usual support to Dr. Realisa's channel. And also to Kulit Kids moderator, ayan. Thank you so much for dropping the banner of the Team Helpful. Also, Tao 3, hello. And Rosemary Lasho, thank you for tuning in. Also, Sir Javier Centeno. Um, Ma'am Kat, thank you so much for your usual support. And I can see also here some the latest viewers. We have according to Ma'am Kat, wow, ang galing po niya. Ayan. And somebody answered, yeah, PS and Inventor. And Rain Bruce Channel 3, Rain Bruce, ayan, thank you so much for tuning in. Mega love shoutout Team Helpful. That's the shoutout of Rain Bruce Channel. And Rain Bruce Channel is also from USA. Then we have Nilda Sumatra Gacho, Glyza Gacho, mega love shoutout Team Helpful. Ayan, thank you so much for tuning in. And the Feminine Genius from Facebook, thank you so much for shouting also here in the live streaming of Dr. Ria Liza. And thank you for sending your virtual hug and some very enthusiastic emojis. And Allegory Fable 1005. Ay, hello ma'am. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just here. Ayan, sabi ni ma'am. And I have to shout out also Ma'am Raquel Raimundo. Ayan, nandito siya kanina but I cannot see her message in the StreamYard. Also, hello to the viewers of the Facebook live. I cannot see your name here, but I can see there are viewers in the Facebook of the Feminine Genius. Thank you so much for tuning in and I enjoy watching, guys. I hope you have learned a lot because me too. I was actually amazed and have learned something from our guest for today. So let's check later if you are really uh, writing the
Listening.
details, if you are listening and nag-take down notes kayo with your notebooks like this so that you will be able to guess or answer
Yeah, we're
correctly.
writing lectures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to you, Ma'am Ria.
Okay, so get ready, guys. We're now having our Pinoy Henyo. We start with word number one. Word number one, Rob, what's the clue? Rob, you'll be the one to give the clue.
Oh, um, clue for determination. Um,
You said
clue.
the answer already.
That's bonus.
Oh, that's how it works. I'm not supposed to say it.
I
Okay.
think I think the price will come will
Oh no,
Um,
because Rob has a mistake, guys. So
yeah.
what's the
what's the
consequence
punishment?
to the
Oh
viewers? What's
no.
the consequence?
Sir Rob
Oh no.
will provide
Hello, ma
something.
showbiz lang and hello allegory. Oh, what dapat there's the consequence, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Could be.
Rob will add one more word in the chat. So
What's the consequence? Mom Cat
yeah, what's the
says
consequence, guys? Mom Cat,
sing.
K, sing. He will really give us something later. So
More
the
Mom
consequence
Cat.
is okay. Rob, Rob, can you sing for us because that's the consequence?
Oh wow. Happy birthday to you. It's somebody's
No,
birthday, right?
that's so easy. No, no. Can you sing a Tagalog song?
Oh no. No, I can't.
Oh,
Even like one chorus.
Oh wow. Um, I don't think so. I've never learned. I mean, I sing along with Tagalog, but I don't remember.
I will teach you,
Any
sir.
Tagalog song that you know? I mean, title that you know?
Just the
Or what's
national
your
anthem.
favorite?
I know the national anthem.
You can sing it, Rob.
No, you have to sing it for me. I'll sing along.
uh, Ma'am Ria, you sing the Tagalog song and then Sir Rob will imitate.
Yeah, yeah,
You will sing. Sige, you will sing with us, Rob, because when we're singing, you remember the lyrics.
yeah.
When you're
Wait
singing
one moment,
along.
ladies. I'm gonna have to plug in because my battery is dead. Give me 5 seconds.
Okay, sure,
Okay,
sure, sure.
okay.
Okay. Tagalog song.
According to Ma'am Kat,
Donate.
sing and then donate. What's the other term, Ma'am Ria? What's the best
But the
thing?
other term, Kat, is not donate.
It should be what?
Prize. Consolation prize.
Yeah, that's
A
the
prize
right
for
term, Ma'am
all.
Kat. A prize for all active
Prize for all. Gcash for all.
viewers. Yeah.
So I have bad news. I can't plug in because it's a different plug-in.
Oh,
So I might drop you. It might go dead here any minute.
Oh
sir,
my God.
according
So,
according to Ma'am
yeah, go,
Kat,
go.
because you have a little bit problem, so maybe you can donate or give a consolation to all active viewers.
Yes.
By the
what
way, we're
what
giving Gcash for all the correct answer, Rob. For all the five
Okay.
winners. Yeah, we're
Okay.
giving Gcash. Okay.
No problem.
It's us.
No
Not you,
problem.
it's us. But it's up to you if you want to give them.
Sure.
Okay. So can how many percent is your battery, Rob?
Almost zero, but you know what? I can
oh
plug
my
in.
gosh.
I can.
In your phone?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Shall we continue the Pinoy Henyo, Maria? We're so excited.
Yes, we continue to be my head. We wait till Rob was able to access um
No, go
through
ahead.
his
The
phone.
next number two is
Yeah, number
I.
2.
Number two is I had some struggle along the way. Some things happened. What is it?
Oh, what's that? Is that a one word?
Yeah. A struggle along the way. So what is it? Oh, trial? No. Keep guessing.
Yeah. Keep guessing.
Experience? No.
No.
Okay. Something happened along the way. Research? No.
No.
Keep guessing. Something happened along the way. And what happened? Work? No. Business? Self study? No. Come on, keep on guessing. Invention?
More clue. More clue, please.
Something
oh
happened
no.
along the way, and I think that's the time when Rob had a problem.
Oh, is that one word?
One word, yes. Rob is in the other.
What happened
All
to
right.
Sir Rob?
There we go.
Oh, yawn.
Yeah, Rob is now
Better.
better. That's that.
Yeah.
Company,
So
no. Invention, no.
one word.
Pandemic. Give more clues according to them. They're
More clue,
guessing it.
please.
Okay. The emphasize the word struggle. It wasn't a fun experience.
Mm,
It was a learning experience. What was it?
Go, keep guessing. Keep guessing. Problem is not correct.
Close. You're getting closer.
Yeah. I,
It's. I'll give you a clue. It's something that other people wouldn't think. They would think negatively of you about.
I think we have an answer already on the screen, Rob.
Yeah.
Is it correct? The one on
Let
the
me
screen?
see. Um,
Can you see
you
your
know,
screen or no?
in my tablet, I don't see the comment.
Oh, I see. Okay, somebody answered failure.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. So,
Yay!
yes. So, Ma Showbiz lang is the Ma Showbiz is the winner. Congrats, Ma Showbiz. Give your Gcash, please. I don't know if Ella knows your Gcash already. Okay, word number 3.
Well, now I have a problem because I can't see my comment.
Oh, Ma'am Ria, you should
Yeah,
mention
yeah, you can see. Okay, okay.
who get the
No,
correct
I will.
answer.
You know the chat. No, I'll put in your in our face. You can access Facebook, right, Rob?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you. I'll chat in your Facebook because I might be having a problem giving the clue.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Number 3.
Okay, number 3.
Okay, number 3. It's something you think of in your mind. Something you think of in your mind.
Think of your mind.
We have 6 seconds
That
delay. Yeah.
Yeah, something you think of in your mind that happens in the future.
Mm. Go, keep guessing, guys. Keep guessing something in your mind that will happen in the future. Idea? No. Keep
No?
guessing. Creativity? No. You
Is
can
that
also
is that is that one word only?
One word.
creativity is wrong. Keep guessing. It may happen in the future. Patent is wrong. See, they remember your words. Another answer is goal. Hmm. Go, keep guessing. Technology, no. Future, no.
More clue, please.
More clue, Rob. Future, no.
Something.
It will happen in the future. Something that will happen in the future. I think Rob is lagging.
I see. Because he's not moving.
Yeah, he's frozen. Vision is wrong. Self-study is wrong. Go, keep on guessing.
It starts with letter.
You're getting nearer to the reality. Something that will
uh,
happen. Ayan, Rob. Something that will happen in the future. They want more clue.
You can think of this when you're young, like usually when you're a child or in your teen years, you think of what you want to do in the
Oh,
future. You call it what? What do you call that?
futuristic is wrong.
Some,
Outlook is wrong.
sometimes, sometimes other people make fun of you because you think of these things.
Okay, we have a winner already. I think three. We have one guest,
We have
one
three winners.
from Facebook.
Wow.
We have one participant from Facebook. The winner is again Ma Showbiz. Um, the correct is Dream. The one in
Wow.
Facebook will give you consolation prize.
Yeah, please shout out your name and also
Shout
your
out your name,
Gcash
please,
number.
and the GCash number. The one in the Facebook user. Sorry, we cannot see the names of those in the Facebook. So please, you may write your shout out your name, please. Okay. Dream.
Facebook,
The one who guessed Dream from
face,
Facebook, shout out your
face,
name.
yeah, Facebook user.
Okay. Next word.
Rafael, ayun. Thank you, Rafael. Di makulangan.
Oh, hi, Rafi. Rafi, you
What is
should
your
meet Rob. You should meet Rob one of these days because he's the one I'm telling you, our collaborator in Ultra Cleanse. By the way, Rob, please meet Rafael de Macolangan. He's one of the new members of the Ultra Cleanse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he will be meeting you one day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look forward to meeting you,
Yeah.
Raphael. Yeah.
Yes, Rafael. Thank you, Rafi. Okay, next word, Rob.
Yeah. So clue would be when I sit down in front of my laptop and I design stuff, I a lot of times have to be this way to be able to come up with a new idea. It's called being blank. It's being, you know, you're thinking of new blank ways of coming up with an idea. You're being what?
Hmm. The
Oh
question
my
is easy.
gosh.
Question is easy. Self-study, research is wrong. Go, go, Ma'am Kat, and keep guessing. Allegory, keep guessing. Think. Thinking, no.
Getting full. Yeah, you have to think of it, but you're being what as you're thinking.
Yeah, you're using your thoughts, the thinking process.
Yeah.
Think. If you're thinking, you create your but. Goal wrong. Plan is also wrong. You cannot read the comments, right, Rob?
No, I can't.
Because according to Rafi, I think when I was in Certeza, we have a project with them in surveying.
Hmm.
Do you know Certeza company?
Maybe.
Oh, see. Rafi is an electronics engineer,
Oh yeah.
and actually Rafi is good at mega robotics.
Wow. Awesome.
Uh, Planning, do wrong, reflect wrong, keep on guessing. That's why Rob has many patents, I think, because of this.
Yes.
Rafi,
It's
have you heard that Rob has 25 to 30 patents across the world? Mesmerizing is wrong. Right is wrong.
to think this way, you have to think out of the box. So it's being you're being you're thinking new ideas, thinking out of the box. So you're being what? You're
Innovative is wrong. Exploring is wrong.
innovative is
Imagining
a
is wrong.
very innovative is a very close cousin of this word. You're also being innovative.
Imagining is wrong. Invent is wrong. Inventing is wrong. Keep guessing, guys. Very near.
Oh, that's hard. More clue, please.
Very near. The word is easy.
Yeah.
Discovering, no.
I'll
Learning,
give you
no.
I'll give you a really good clue. A painter does this. Somebody that paints an image or paints a, a mural or something, they're being what?
Accomplishing is wrong. This is my favorite part in my lecture. You know what's yeah. You know what's the other definition of that, Rob? Some the capability that you discern things that are not obvious to other people. You
Yeah.
are reflecting, polish. You are thinking, right? When you're
Yeah.
thinking and you do this and that, you are blank. What is that? Polish, wrong. Believe, wrong.
A musician does the same thing. A musician does things to music. He or she is this in music.
Inventor skills is wrong. Analyzing is wrong. When you're painting, you're what? When you're composing a song, you are blank. Listening, skill, action is wrong. Go, keep on guessing. Drawing is wrong. Listening is wrong.
Wow, this is
Um,
hard. This is harder than I thought.
wrong spelling wrong. Wrong spelling wrong, right? Creative, wrong spelling is wrong. Are you accepting the wrong spelling?
Yeah, we can accept the wrong spelling.
You can accept?
Yeah, because I'm a
Yeah,
bad speller.
that's
So,
considered. Okay.
Okay, so
engineers are bad spellers.
we
Who is the
consider again
Facebook user?
Facebook
Is
user
is
still
that the
Rafi.
winner? Is
Um,
Sir Rafi a businessman?
Rafi is a colleague from National University.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. Uh, creative.
yeah,
But
what's the correct answer?
creative.
yeah, creative.
Oh,
Rob is accepting it, but actually the correct word is creativity.
I see.
Allegory says creating, but Facebook chatter
I thought there's an answer a while ago. Wala pala.
meron. Facebook. Si Facebook. Rafi, is that you? The Facebook user who answers creative, you are the winner. So please chat your name. Okay, next word.
Hmm, si Ma'am Kat kanina
Hi,
sa...
hello. Hi. Hi to your wifey.
Yeah, Ma'am Kat, dun sa pang second question yun kanina, yung dream ang sagot, creativity ang sagot mo.
Say hi
Dapat
to
pala
your
sa number
friends,
3.
family of
Hello
yeah,
to your
now we're
family,
in a
Sir
tour.
Rob.
Yeah, keep us a tour. We like
That's
tours.
that's a tour already, and later
Yeah,
we
we
will.
like tours. Okay, next word, Rob.
Yeah, what's the next one? Let me check. I forgot.
So Rafi is
Oh,
the.
yeah. Oh, this is easy.
Are you sure that's
This is an
easy?
easy one.
Okay.
What do you do to prepare for something? So if you want to prepare for your career, what do you need to do?
Oh my
If I
gosh.
if I want to start a new project, what do I need to do? If I want to go to school, what do I need to do? What am I doing?
What am I doing? Yun ang tanong, no? Planning is wrong. Goal setting is wrong. Keep on guessing. Plan is wrong. Work hard is wrong. Keep guessing. Self-study is wrong.
Is that one word?
One word.
One word.
When you, when you want to know something, reading books is wrong. What's your clue again, Rob?
I'll give you an easier clue. What are you doing in university?
Explore is wrong. Conceptualize is wrong. Explore is wrong. Skills is wrong.
Come on, guys. What do you do what do you do when you go to school?
Study is wrong. Learning is
Yeah.
correct. Yes, Mom
Oh,
Cat is the winner.
congrats, Ma'am Kat.
But you
Congratulations.
lack one word because that's education is wrong. So learning is the correct answer. You lack
Yeah.
one word, and because of the there's a there's now there's a learning answer. Tao 3, Tao 1, Tao 1 learning. Can you check, Ella? Tao 1 answer it correct.
Wait,
First, she's the
who's
first or
first?
he's the first. Then Kat.
Yeah, Tao 1. Tao 1 is the first one.
Oh, Ma'am Kat. Di bale, because a lot of people are guessing. So,
Sir Rob will give a
Rob,
cancellation.
what again, Ella? What again? What are you saying, Rob?
Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of viewers now, right now, who participated. I hope Sir Rob will give a consolation prize for them.
Yes. Just send me their contact or send me their names, or maybe we'll just chat afterwards, and I will chat with Dr. Ria afterwards.
All right.
Okay, thank you for that, Rob. You know, our viewers is very happy whenever the guest is giving them consolation prizes. Thank you for all the viewers from the chatters, those who are guesting in Facebook. Please write your name so that we know your name. And those who not yet have a Gcash, please also chat your Gcash. Ella will write it after 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Remove it, delete it. Please write your Gcash right now, and then Ella will tell you if you can delete it. Then you delete it later. Okay. So Rob, we cannot let you go without showing us any talent. You have to show us your talent.
Um, what's my talent?
Guys, what do you want Rob to do? Okay. Uh, you can sing or dance or
Oh no.
act or draw real time. Guys, what do you want Rob to do? Kanina kasi Ma'am Kat says sing.
No, please.
Don't, Rob doesn't want to sing. I thought
I'll
you're
have
a lover of guitar.
what's that?
A guitar lover.
Oh yes,
So,
but
can you sing
I'm
a song that you love playing with the guitar?
unfortunately I'm on the road, so I don't have my guitar with me. Otherwise, I'll play you a song on the guitar.
Okay, okay. So, Ella, any suggestion? Because Rob doesn't want to sing and dance.
How about room tour?
Room tour, Rob?
We're at a restaurant here in Angeles City, And
Oh,
so
Helen.
I will show you.
Okay. You can tour
There's
us in
a,
that restaurant. What is the name of
there-
the restaurant, Rob?
it's called it's called Bunny Burger. They have really good burgers. And here is one of the ladies at the desk. She is waiting for your order. So come here so she can order. She can make you a burger. And this is my team here. They are they work very hard today. My business partner Chris and Luis and Susan. Where are you, Susan? Oh, there's Susan. Oh, no. And and they're the guys playing pool.
Oh, billiards.
Yeah, billiards. It's actually this place was referred to us by some friends that they said it's one of the best food places in town. So that's why we came here. But it's like oh, they have quite a different menu, almost anything you want. So if you're ever in Angeles, go to Bunny's Burger. They don't have just burgers. They have pasta. They have chicken. They have Filipino food. Yeah, they have lots of food.
All right. That's in Clark? No. Outside. It's
Close.
happening.
Yeah. Angeles City, Clark area.
Okay, it's in Clark. So I hope we can go there one time. So you're still going home after that, or
Yeah,
you're staying there? No, you're going
yeah.
home.
Still going home.
Oh, okay. So Ella, maybe we can let Rob has his final words. But before that, um, we are happy to have Rob during a very important date, very important occasion in the Philippines. The we call it the Friendship Day. We know for a fact that all of us are very Western. We have this so-called colonial mentality. We're greatly influenced by the Americans in how we talk and how we think, how we live our lives, etc. So, I thank Rob for being so generous tonight. I also thank Rob because we are actually collaborating in some projects. And thank you, Rob, for you know loving the Philippines. No, while the irony is, while so many Filipino wants to be in the U.S., here's Rob who openly embraced Philippines. Thank you, Rob. And can you hear your last words, Rob?
Yeah. So thank you very much for having me, and I hope to meet some of you in the future, and we can collaborate and do things in the Philippines that we can't do in other countries because we are very creative, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we will see you later. Thank you all for showing up and supporting Dr. Ria and what she's doing, and it's really helping the Philippines be better. And it's everybody helping a little bit can change a lot. One person can't do much, but many people helping a little bit can do a lot.
That's true.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Rob. I think you're taking your time. You're having dinner. You eat first your dinner. Thank you so much, Rob. And stay safe. You're out there in the road. Stay safe, Rob.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Talk to you later.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Finally, hindi na ako nosebleed.
Yes. So your GCash, please give your GCash, and then when you're done, Ella, pa-erase na yung GCash nila on the screen.
I got your GCash number already. Actually, ma'am, I have no access of deleting na the GCash. Wow, English na tayo nito ah. Kasi ma'am, I can't see the dots in at the right portion of the YT. So you can delete ma'am. You point the right side portion of that GCash
I'll
number.
be the one to delete. If I delete
Yeah.
it will not be shown already.
Yeah, I have copied already all names and GCash number and as well as the time. Andito na sa
I
notepad.
cannot delete Facebook. I can only delete YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube only. I think, sir, the one who sent you, Sir Rafael, can delete it
You
from
can now delete
Facebook.
your your number. Okay? So you have the uh GCash of all the rest, no? The active those who keep on guessing tonight, no, will receive that consolation prize from Rob.
Yay! Biruin ko sana eh. Nahiya na.
Okay.
Chofi, na-late ka. Hello, Sis Chofi. Ayan. Shoutout to Sis Arsanti TV. Pahabol, tamsak, ma'am. Thank you, Sis Chofi.
Hi,
Naku, hindi mo
Chof.
naabutan yung ano,
Oo, di mo
guest ni
naabutan
Maria
yung
na nag-nose beard kaming lahat. Magaling yan si Sis Chofi mag-English. Hello, Sis Halomix TV. Ngayon lang sila pumasok, ma'am.
Oo nga, kung kailan wala na yung guest natin. Hi, hello. 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 Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Nahilo ako sa hello mo. Okay.
Kasi wala ka
Hi,
pang
hello.
dinner eh. Wala ka
Yeah,
pang
no.
dinner.
But now,
Nagutom
kasi
tuloy
the
ako.
audience is speaking up mas nadadagdagan paggabi.
Kasi ma'am, kasama ka, hello, shoutout kay Madam Janice. Ayan, kasama ka sa playlist ni Ma'am Janice. Kaya lang nasa dulo ka kasi kailangan tapusin pa yung marathon ng premiere. Hello, Ma'am Saga. Allegory Fable pala. Oo nga, sayang, sabi ni Chofi. Hello, Ma'am Kat. Shoutout po sa inyo pa. From Sis Chofi, so sweet. Ayan, napaka-sweet naman ni Chofi. Busy girl yan eh. Laging busy yan si Sis Chofi. Pero very supportive pa rin.
Thank you, Sis Chof. Siyempre, si Sis Chof pa ba?
Ma'am, bigyan mo ng jacket si Sis Halomix TV. Hindi siya naka-blue.
I'll
Ayan.
give jacket. Access ko lang yung aking Facebook. YouTube.
Yung angel ko si Ella Ureb. Ayan, may jacket na rin siya. Thank you. Thank you for shouting, Team Helpful. Ma'am, hindi ko masyadong marinig yung sagot ni Sir kanina doon sa yung someone you mirror your life with. Wala siyang mini-mirror,
Elon
pero
Musk.
Elon Musk. Pero hindi ko siya masyadong kilala yung tao na yan.
He is the richest man in the world.
Okay.
Siya sa Tesla, di ba? Siya yung he's supporting research on space exploration.
Mhm. Ano spelling ng name
Kaya-
niya? Tama ba 'to sinulat ko kaya? Can you type sa private chat, ma'am?
Sige.
Para basahin ko yung niya, yung aura niya. Ang bilis magsalita ni Sir ng Iyon, thank you, ma'am. Mali nga ang spelling ko, Diyos ko po.
And I really agree with Rob that he loves Filipinos, the Philippines. He's
Talaga?
actually collaborating with the researchers of National University in the best capacity he can. Especially when it was COVID last year, when we are conceptualizing projects, he was part of it. Kaya Rafi, he would be, he's the one I told you would be also our industry partner, no?
So
In ultrasound.
Sir Rob can also be a possible project funder. He is
He
capable to
fun,
fund.
he can. It depends on the concept, but he can.
He can, yeah. Kasi
Depends on the
from
concept.
tama ba yung understanding ko na yung recent niya na parang project ma'am or business is more on yacht.
Yes.
So nagbebenta siya ng ganun ma'am.
Nagre-repair siya ng yacht and I think yes, magagawa siya ngayon. Magbi-build siya ng mga yacht at magbebenta. Yes. He will be the one to build.
So pwede tayong makisakay.
Ay, yeah, we forget to ask, we
Bibiruin
forget
ko
to
sana
ask.
siya, naiya ako.
Yes, we can anytime. By the way,
That's
nakadak
good for
kasi yung
vlogging
kanyang,
kasi ma'am,
naka-
you know.
nakadak yung kanyang, nakadak yung kanyang yacht sa,
Wow, social
sa,
naman.
sa Batangas. And
Baka,
yes,
di ka
he
naman
is
ma'am
very,
Rhea.
very much willing na isakay tayo, Ella.
Na, can we
Matagal na
introduce,
nag-invite.
can we introduce his business and then we will vlog his yacht. You know, Ma'am Rhea, that's a good vlog
Pero pag
soon.
pumunta doon, hindi pwedeng uwian. Pag pumunta ka doon, syempre, like example, 2 days or 3 days.
Ganon. So, mga 2 days, okay na yun sa akin.
Oo, kasi syempre, diba, layo-layo nun, Batangas eh.
Okay,
Tapos,
Batangas.
hindi possible ng balikan. Kasi baka
Oo.
pagdating pa pala doon, kailangan bumalik, diba?
Sabi ni Ma'am Aligor, baka pwede siya mag-fund sa iCommute. Pwede ba, Ma'am Rhea? Phase 1. Phase 2.
Might not be that kind of things. Might not be that kind of projects that Rob is funding.
Okay.
May not be that kind of project. Because that's a mobile app. That's a app, a system, diba?
So, he wants something.
Maybe a product. Mas
Okay.
siya sa ganun. Oo.
So, I think vlogging, ma'am. He can support our vlog. We will tap him as our sponsor, Ma'am Rhea. Like,
Ay, ito.
to your feminine genius and we will vlog it, you know. Anong sabi ni Ma'am Kat? Hindi sisi hihihihi. Hakot award ka ba uli, Ma'am Kat? Yun pala ang tanong ni Sis Trophy kay Ma'am Kat. Wala siyang panalunan,
hindi
but then,
walang-
nahuli kasi si Ma'am Kat. Pero may
Meron
consolation
siyang,
siya.
meron siyang consolation. Mahina humirit si Ma'am Kat ngayon ng consolation eh.
Oo, nahiya-hiya pa nga ako, pero pinigil ko na hiya ako. Kasi naghanap ako ng ibang term. Sa'yo ko narinig ko, Ma'am Rhea, yung consolation. Hindi ko talaga maisip. Kasi di ba ang naunang term ni Ma'am Kat, donate. Sabi ko, ano nga bang maganda sabihin para hindi naman nakakaya?
But I can hear the use of the word donate by, the band of Gigi Delana. They using the word donate
I see.
for those who are sending money when they're having their live chat. Parang nag-i-English pa rin ako, parang meron akong side meron akong tawag doon sa nalasing ka, tas hindi pa natatanggal yung pagkalasing mo. May hangover ako ng pag-uusap namin ni Ron. Pa-English na ako ngayon.
Ayun.
By the way, we have the upcoming CHED project, pero CHED says if you're not connected with the university, you cannot be part of the project.
Sabi ganun. Kailangan ko lang kumunik ulit. Ma'am Aligoria.
Dumadami yung natin, viewers. Hello to all the viewers. Hello to all the viewers who are watching at Facebook and at YouTube. Facebook page and Facebook groups. Hello.
Yeah, around
Nahiya kasi ako
12.
kay Robe, kasi nag-dinner siya eh. Kaya hindi ko siya
Yes.
mapasti ng matagal eh. He's having his
Understandable
dinner.
naman.
Oo.
Ano siya ma'am 'no, hindi siya yung tipong mase-sense mo na maano siya, mabuting tao. Tama ba ako ma'am?
Yes.
Hindi siya yung parang suplado. Oo, 'di ba?
No, no, no. He's not that.
Mm.
Rob is,
Mase-sense mo.
yes. You can sense that he's really good inside and out.
Yes. Yes.
You can sense that.
So, hindi ka
Kasi Rob,
maiilang ma'am.
yeah, Rob is like us Filipinos. He doesn't make us feel
Hmm.
that,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a
I'm a
businessman
foreigner.
and he's this
Oo,
and that.
I'm rich. Hindi siya gano'n.
No, it's not that.
Follow up
Follow up
muna
muna kasi.
Casey kasi
Yeah, very,
okay.
Rob is very approachable. Super. Super approachable.
Approachable ba si Rob? Ayan. Ayan,
Okay.
nasagot na ni
So,
ma'am. Ayan, si Ma'am Ria
and
parang gusto na mag-ano, ilang
dinner.
hours na ba? Gusto na mag-dinner. Puwede ka bang mag-mukbang ma'am in front of us? Let me see how you eat. Yung papaano kumain ng mayaman.
Hindi ako yun. Oo nga
Ang
para.
cute
Then,
kaya nun.
mag-shoutout ka na muna sa kanila, magpapakuha lang ako ng coffee.
Wow, yun lang ang dinner mo? Coffee lang? Ayan, sino ba yung mga nandito ngayon? Hello po, si
Well,
Salomix TV.
Ella, before you say
Yeah,
that, our guest next week is also a
if
I think not inventor, startup founder.
akala ko foreigner again.
Nasa nasa computer science siya or nasa IT. Basta related sa field mo. A
I
startup company.
see. Wow. So,
Oh,
funded
yeah.
siya kasi startup na eh.
Yeah, I
Funded
think
na.
nagko-commercialize siya pero hindi ko alam kung sino nag-fund. Malalaman natin yan next week.
Okay. Naku, exciting yan.
Exciting, startup company siya.
Oo.
And soon, of course, we'll be want to hear more startup companies to give us more inspiration. Of course, Rob is giving us so much inspiration knowing that he owns
Yes.
25 to 30 patents and
Patents,
he
Diyos
is
ko.
commercializing it. Hindi siya yung katulad na kasi most of us have patents because we're required by the university. With
Yes.
Rob, it's different. Rob says that he was not part of the university when he was actually patenting.
Patenting.
Diba? Oo.
Galing.
So it's a actually an it's a Rob is a living proof of a real person of having patents and or commercializing it in the world, no, in the world, the commercialization niya.
Yun. So, mega love shout out to all of you who are still here tonight. Wow, English na ako. Englisherang pala ka na ako. I would like to shout out sino ba yung mga nandito pa? Magba-backward kasi ako eh. So, ayan. Sino yung mga nag-participate kanina? Kasi nakakapag-copy paste naman ako from StreamYard to Notepad. So, I hope na isama ko lahat. So, mega love shoutout also to Sir Javier. Kasama pa rin si Sir O sa mga mabibigyan ng consolation prize. And mega love shoutout to Sis Trophy's World. Ayan, meron siyang angel po na trophy, so sweet. Sir, kay Ma'am Allegory Fable, Sis Halomix TV, um, may angel, syempre nandiyan ang angel ko, Ella Yuri. And may sinasabi si Sis Trophy, replay ko na lang sa isang account ko, Sis Ella. Hihihihi. Ayan, okay sis. And then, Hakot Award ka ba uli, Ma'am Kat? Kaya pala sumagot si Ma'am Kat na hindi sisi, hihihi. Baka pwede siya mag-fan sa iCommute, sabi ni Mama. Yan. I think that this was answered by Ma'am Ria kanina na hindi po pwede si Sir Rob mag-fan sa mga ganitong project. And, oo ma'am, magpa-follow up ako doon. Also, yes, nasagot na rin itong approachable ba si Sir Rob. It was answered by Ma'am Ria kanina. So, mega love shoutout sa inyong lahat na nandiyan po. I hope na don't forget po mag-thumbs up kay Ma'am Ria and also kung may friend kayo na may mga Gmail naman sila, pa-thumbs up niyo na rin para dagdag din kay Ma'am Ria sa kanyang channel para mas ma-recommend pa ito ni Lolo YT. Kasi consistent naman si Ma'am Ria every Saturday, napakasipag po ng ating host, no? To have this episode every Saturday para naman mas marami pa tayong matutunan din po sa mga experiences and journey po ng ibang tao na naging successful din sa buhay. And ayun, si Ma'am ay nagdi-dinner na. Gusto namin siyang makita na mag-dinner, no, kung paano siya kumain. Paano kumain ng isang inventor. Thank you for the virtual hug, Sis Halomix, and sa lahat ng mga nandyan na Team Helpful. Para ang konti ng attendance ng Team Helpful. Mega love, mega love. Shout out sa inyong dalawa host at co-host from Marcos Vlogger 04. Hello, Sir Marcos. Ayan, the husband of Ma'am Janice. Thank you sa pag-support niyo po sa live streaming po ni Ma'am Ria. Ayan. Mega love shoutout po sa Team Genuine. Ayan. With founder Madam Janice Vlog. Thank you so much po sa support ninyo. Ayan. Sir Marcos, hindi pa kita mabigyan ng jacket, no? Kasi Ma'am Ria is the one who really did baka pwede tayo mag-engage sa Kumo. Di lang ba ako marunong nun? Ano yun, Ma'am Allegory? Sir Marcos, wait for your jacket kasi only Ma'am Ria can do that. Ayan.
Ng jacket si
Sir Marcos, husband of Ma'am Janice.
Oo, Ma'am Janice.
Kumu up. Ano
hello
yun?
po.
Kumu up?
Sarap
What's
palagi
kumu up
kapunta
daw?
sa kanila.
Natawa ko kanina, sabi mo, Ella, paano kumain ng isang inventor?
Yeah. May strategy paano dapat ikaw kumain as an inventor.
Oo.
Kumakain ka na ba, ma'am?
Yung pag kumakain yung mga inventor yata, ina-analyze pa yung bigas, tapos ginagawa pa ng statistics yung yung mga tinik-tinik, and then, inoorasan yung pagnguya, paglunok, ganyan yung mga inventor, tapos gumagawa ng statistics kung ilang calories na yung and then maya-maya, may invent niya na kung ano yung magandang food para sa'yo.
Taray, may ganun.
Rob is into functional foods din,
Oh. Talaga. Okay lang po, co-host. Hintay lang ako. Salamat, host, sa jacket. Thank you daw, Ma'am Ria. Thank you. Ayan. Sana may mga from other team pa na pumunta din. And, Ma'am Ria, ayan, kailangan pakulayan yun si Madam Janice, ha? Napaka-supportive niya. And, wala akong masabi kasi isang request ko lang sa kanya talaga. Sinasama niya ako every Friday sa aking premiere sa kanilang team. And luckily, nakapasok yung isang Team Helpful doon. Lagi siyang may slot doon. Kaya very kind talaga to si Ma'am Janice. Thank you, Madam Janice. Kumu up, di ba? Social media din yun. Teka, balikan ko yung ba yung sinasabi ni Ma'am kanina. Meron kang sinabi kanina, Ma'am Allegory. Baka pwede tayo mag-engage sa Kumu. Di lang ba ako marunong nun. I-check ko nga yan, ma'am. Hindi kasi ako gumagamit ng Kumu eh. Pati IE, hindi ako masyado eh. Kasi marami ngayong social media na talagang nagsilabasan and tawag dito? Yung ibang social media na ginagamit, talagang nagbibigay na ng income generating sa mga users. Pero ito, hindi ko pa siya na-explore ng husto. Hindi ko siya masyadong ginagamit pa. Check ko nga. Ang lumalabas kasi dito ang Kumu is coins. Kumu coins. The Rhythm of Hawaii. Para siyang IG, ma'am, ano, yung Kumu. Hello, Sis R. Zanti TV. Ayan, nandito si Sis R. Zanti TV. Team Helpful. Thank you for using that. Kasi si Gigi Tilana, kaya siya nag-viral dahil sa social media accounts maliban sa YT. Yeah, ang dami talaga, ma'am. Ang dami kasi ngayon talagang nagsilabasan ng mga social media. Minsan nafi-feature siya sa
Madami siyang Facebook, meaning hindi lang isa. Baka sinasabi mo may Twitter, may ganun ba? May
Hindi, ma'am, meron
Instagram.
siyang yung Kumu, ma'am, is app yan, ma'am. Chineck ko siya, oh. Para siyang IG rin, ma'am. Tas may mga video na rin na naglo-load.
I see.
May isa pa, may fini-feature si Jessica GMA. Yung another social media na ginagamit na para siyang katumbas na rin ng YouTube na you will earn something kapag ginamit mo yon upon watching lang sa mga videos na pinopost ng mga friends mo. You will earn basta some points tapos convertible into GCash na siya. Yes, Ma'am Ria. Kasi marami kasing mga social media talaga ngayon. Twitter, Ma'am Ria, naka-mute ka. Twitter, may Twitter si Ma'am Ria, may Twitter, may IG. Ano pa meron ka, Ma'am Ria? May TikTok ka na rin ba? TikTok account?
Wala pa.
Gawa ka na, ma'am. Gawa na kaya tayo. Ang ano naman sa'yo, ma'am, more on yung 1 minute lang naman na video, yung magsasalita ka lang about sa patent, more on professional, ma'am. Yung iba natawa ako, nag-TikTok yung mga professional. May pari pa nga nag-TikTok, nag-viral siya.
Sumayaw, di ba?
Sumayaw yung oo. Tapos may isa, YouTuber siya, ma'am, nag-TikTok. Ginawa niya sarili niya anchor naman. Natawa talaga ako doon. Sabi ko, uy, kaya ko yun. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, uy, kaya ko yun. Pero hindi ko kayang gawin. Nahiya ako.
Sige, one time, kapag full production na tayo, meaning madami na tayong staff.
Wow, I like it. Ang Kumu kasi may points yun. Oo, parang ano siya, parang Laika. Yun yung hindi ko mas manggit-manggit kanina. Tama, ma'am Allegory. Kasi pagkabukas ko, yun nga, may coins siya. So, ganun din si Laika, ma'am Allegory. Ganun din ang concept niya. Tapos bukod dyan, meron pang isa ngayon, yung yung hindi ko mabanggit-banggit yung pangalan. Ginagamit siya ng tita ko. Parang, kasi nag-earn sila doon sa social media. Kahit na mag-invite ka lang ng mga friends na mag-download ng ano na yun at mag-install ng app na yun. May points ka na at the same time. Watch ka lang ng mga videos. By watching, you will earn something. Oo. Ang dami. Kaya lahat ng mga videos sa YT, pwedeng i-share doon sa mga social media na yon. Kung yung mga masisipag na friends ay magshi-share din dun sa mga ano, ginagamit nilang social media. Ayan, si Ma'am Ria hindi nagpapakita o kumakain na siya, sayang. Ano kaya ang kanyang kinakain? Hello Ma'am Kat, ayan, thank you sa iyong walang sawang support. Kamusta si Colette, si baby Colette, si Pollens? Hello sis. Ayan, Ma'am Ella, hello, hello. Nalilito ako kung si AR Zanti TV ka or si check inbox na ko na messages. Nasaan ba ang cellphone ko? Nakasupport kasi lahat ng cellphone ko sis. Pasensya na, hindi ako nakapagbasa ng mga GC. Tignan natin. Hindi ko makita. Meron ka bang PM sa akin, sis? Podcast din po, ma'am. Maganda sa mga live stream na tulad kay Ma'am Ria. Makulits pa din po. Ano yung feature ng podcast, Ma'am Kat?
What is the meaning of, what is the difference between a live stream like this and a podcast?
Yep, ma'am, madam, ako messages.
What is a podcast? What is a podcast? What is the difference of the podcast sa ginagawa namin ni Ella?
I think pang live streaming din yung podcast na yan. Checking ako sa messages mo, sis, Arsanti TV. Nakasupport kasi ito eh.
Hindi ko maintindihan. Mag-ano ka nga, Ella, magsalang ka nga ng sample podcast na sinasabi nila. Like, it's mala Spotify for listening. So, what does it mean? Salang ng sample, Ella, na sinasabi nila.
Oo nga, students ko nag-podcast din eh. Para yata siya mala Spotify po, ma'am, for listening.
Maybe we can see some link, Kat. Kung meron kayo alam na link, baba natin.
Ayan, sis, nabasa ko na yung PM ko na yung dalawang nag-change ng date yon. Ayan, Ma'am Kat, meron kayong link nun? I-search ko na lang ha dito. Ay. Meron po sila link ng podcast po nila naka-connect sa Spotify. Sky Podcast po, Ma'am na YT, at Apple. I'll check. Yeah, merong Sky Podcast for YouTube and for Spotify. Sky Podcast YouTube. More on audio lang po siya, ma'am. Oo, ma'am. Parang nakita ko siya dito. More on ganun nga siya. Merong mga, ayan o. Listen to Inigo Pascual sing his new favorite single. More on ganun nga, ma'am. Pero meron din silang parang interview. Check you po, ayan. Na-check ko siya, ma'am. More on ganun nga siya, more on audio siya. Pero meron ding mga ganito na interactions na Q&A. Puwede din 'yan video, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ella, yesterday, I went to a place in Antipolo and then
Okay.
meron dong isang church na bago pala kasi yung church. I mean, yung church na parang temporary church na ano pa, hindi pa siya ganun kalaki. Para siyang, we call it a chapel eh, di ba? And then I saw Santa Rita de Casia.
Wow! So,
Oo.
nag-wish ka?
Ah, yes, nagulat rin ako nandun siya um, kasi yung name ng chapel is Fatima. So, in-expect ko si Our Lady of Fatima yung nasa loob. And then when I go inside, nandun si Santa Rita de Casia. And then merong guy na nandun, na tanong na kausap sa amin without knowing siya yung pare. So, ang tagal-tagal na namin kausap kasi nakapambahay siya. Tagal-tagal na namin kausap. Tapos biglang tinanong namin, so, ano ka dito? Tapos para pare, so siya pala yung parish priest who is an Agustinian. Agustinian siya. Kasi si Santa Rita de Casia is Agustinian also. So I got to learn and confirm some of the stories I heard about or I've read about Santa Rita. Kinonfirm ni Father. So, ang saya-saya ko yesterday because yun na nga, by surprise, nakita ko si Santa Rita doon. Santa Rita de Casia is the true feminine genius. Siya talaga yung feminine genius na tinawag ni Pope John Paul II.
Hmm.
Para ma-recall nyo lang, si Santa Rita is married, have kids, so hindi pwede maging madre yung ganun, di ba? Pero because of the miracle of God, the sisters in the convent don't have any choice but to accept her through the will of God. And FYI also, the body of Saint Rita was never corrupted. It's still preserved up to now in Italy, no? Yung in the place called Cascia. So may malaki-malaki, sabi ni Father sa akin, may malaki-malaking chapel na nandun si Santa Rita sa Italy. So pag meron na akong pera, pupuntahan natin yun.
Nasa San
Magta-travel
Sebastian
tayo,
College meron. Ma'am, sa San Sebastian College meron din Santa Rita.
Okay. Sige nga, San Sebastian. San Sebastian sa may Legarda. Tingnan
Yeah.
natin, sige. Oo. Actually, honestly, parang twice pa lang ako nakapasok sa San Sebastian kasi malaking-malaki yung simbahan na yun, no? So, hindi ko napansin kung nandun si Santa Rita. Kasi parang naupo lang ako, nagpray lang ako sa isang gilid. So, hindi ko inilibot. Recto. Oo, dun siya sa may, TIP, di ba? Malapit. Malapit sa TIP, Arlegi ba yun? Basta TIP.
Dito ako nakapunta. Recto daw, ma'am.
Yun yung di ba, allegory? Dun yung yung nagmi-meet si
Yeah. Jesus.
dun yung nagmi-meet si Mary at saka si
Jesus.
Nazarene
Mm-mm.
tuwing Quiapo parade.
Mm-mm.
Quiapo procession. Okay, tama.
Yan.
And also, Ella, may ginagamit
Yes.
ako ngayong music. This is a drum beat and remix done by a friend of mine. Teka, ang pangalan, Sagaleta. The name is kalimutan yung name. From, saglit, from from AOS Pro. From AOS Pro. So yesterday, ngayon ang pinili niya sa akin yung yung a US song. Ano nga bang title nun? Ang title is uh, the title is Surfin USA. Surfin USA, yun yung ginamit ko na background nung sinyo ko si Rob. And then, do sa start ng video, I used the Hawaii 5.0 done by Remix AOS Pro. So if you have some requests about remix na gagamitin nyo sa mga vlog, just tell me, no? We can request it from AOS Pro. Pati yung ginamit ko sa premiere ko last Friday is also from AOS Pro din.
Hmm.
Napansin mo kanina, medyo maganda yung pagka-mix eh. Hawaii 5.0 and ano yan, Surfin USA. Our 15 minutes, Ella.
Okay.
So, for the learnings from Rob, maganda yung mga sinabi niya. Every day is a new learning experience. So, according to Rob, if you're not learning every day, there's something wrong. So, my suggestion, you get a journal and you write the things you're learning every day. Ganito na lang. Let's have a challenge. Ella, let's have a challenge with all our viewers right now. Next week, sasabihin natin yung mga learnings natin every day. Can we have a journal of the things we learned from Sunday to Friday? Tapos sa Saturday, sa ating live stream next Saturday, di-recite natin. Tatanungin ko kayo. And bigyan ko na special prize yung may learnings na maganda.
Yes.
So let's journal what we learn every day, what we learn from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. Tatanungin ko kayo kung ano yung na-learn nyo. So tingnan natin, challenge lang. I also want to check kasi typically when we learn something in a day, we don't remember them naman talaga, di ba? So is
Kaya
it
may
really
notes
true?
tayo.
Yeah, ino-notes natin. Is it really true that we are learning every day? Yun ang tanong, no?
Of course. Yes.
Hello, Sis Lods Laag from Team
Eat
Genuine.
before work.
Eat
Sabi ni
before work.
Nako, that's not the attitude of Ma'am Ria. Eat
Work
after
muna,
work
work.
yan siya. Work
Nakakalimutan
first
ko
muna
nga
sa kanya.
ng tubig. Where?
Kaya slim yan. Uy, Ma'am Ria, tumataba daw ako. Ang daming nagsasabi dito sa amin. Oh my gosh, nako-conscious ako sa katawan ko. Ay, nandito na ang mga taga-Team Genuine, Ma'am Ria. Si Sis Arzanti pala ito. Ayan, sabi niya, Team Genuine. founder
That's,
Madam Janice Vlog, Ate Babang Vlog.
tanongin mo na lang siya.
Shout out to the founder of the team, Genuine International. Ayan, Madam Janice. Talaga, co-founder ba niya si Ate Babang Vlog? Kilala ko to si Ate Babang Vlog. Hello, Ate Babang. Lagi nagre-remove sa akin yan kapag wala na akong slot.
Yeah, Ate Babang, of course, the sexiest,
Yeah.
the sexiest person.
Laging
Oo.
nakangiti yan, ma'am. Every time. Every time. Makikita mo siya, laging nakangiti talaga yan. Smiling, person.
Yes, hello. Thank you, Team Genuine, and thank you, um, Team Helpful, of course. The team that helps. Team Helpful,
Yes.
the team of Ella, the team. Ay, teka, na-miss, parang wala. Kanina si Sis Rain Rose, thank you for dropping by.
Yan, nandito siya.
Yep.
And,
Thank you
nandun
for
ang Team
dropping
Helpful
by.
nakasupport sa premiere niya kanina. Marami rin siyang supporters. Talaga, Ma'am Aligori. Yes, mabait si Ate Babang. Hindi daw ako mataba. Hindi daw ako looking mataba. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Ma'am. Kasi pag medyo ang mga braso ko. And, yun nga, yung mga paa ko. My goodness. I can feel na medyo nag-expand. Pero I hope may balik ko yung diet. Medyo na-conscious ako. Thank you, Loads Laag. Ayan. I think is this you, Sir Sis Arzanti TV? Thank you po sa Team Genuine. Ayan. Salamat po sa inyong pagdating. Buti na lang hindi pa kami end ni Ma'am Ria. Thank you so much po sa mga taga Team Genuine and Team Helpful for being supportive po kay Ma'am Ria. Ayan, I was asking Ma'am Ria kanina kung makain siya. Sana mapakulayan naman yung founder ng Team Genuine. Bakit naman?
Bahala ka na mag-schedule, Ella.
Oo,
Bahala ka na mag-schedule.
ang premiere niya kasi is Monday 4:45.
Okay.
Papaalala ko sa iyo, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Team Genuine. Okay, so...
Shout out kay Madam Janice.
Yeah, Madam Janice, hello. Nangyari na ba yung grand LS ni Madam Janice?
Hindi yata ako nakapunta.
Mag-sponsor ako dun eh. July yun, di ba? Lods, Laag, thank you.
Oo.
Lods, paki paki-hit na din yung like.
Thumbs
Subscribe.
up. Please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe.
Yes. Okay,
Malapit
so
ka na
balik tayo
mag-pray.
sa mga... Yeah. Malapit na, oo. Konti na
Yeah,
lang.
magpaparaffle na naman yun si ma'am.
Yes. Alam mo, malaking tulong ang Majesty and the Majesty
And the founders.
and
Nung
yesterday,
nag-premiere
the
ka.
Friday,
Yeah.
oo. The Friday, oo. So, very good. Thank you for all the subs. Malapit na tayo mag 3,000. Sana mabot tayo ng 10,000. Okay, so balik
Yes.
tayo doon sa kasunduan natin. We're down to our 9 minutes. Guys, let's journal our new learnings every day. According to Rob, every day is a new learning experience. If you're not
Yes.
learning every day, there's something wrong. So, don't be wrong. So, we should be right. Mag-lag lang tayo ng learnings natin from Sunday, tomorrow, up to Friday. O, isama mo na rin yung Saturday. Baka pag live natin, may nalaman na kayo. Pero yung learning kasi natin during the Saturday, di ba? So, pwede na rin sa Sunday to Saturday. Shut down natin and then let's check next meeting. Next Saturday, guys. Kung sino may pinakamaraming learnings, padamihan pa to ng learnings. Hindi to padamihan, only ang nga doon everyday, no? Bigay tayo special prize sa maraming learnings or maganda yung learnings for 1 week. Mag-umpisa na ako tomorrow. When I sleep, I always think of 3 things to be thankful or grateful in a day. So, actually, yung mga 3 things to be grateful, ito yung mga nangyari. Pero at this time, ang ilalag natin, yung mga natutunan.
The learnings
Yeah.
in a day. Oo. Malay mo, ma-excite. This is the first time I'm gonna do it, Ella.
Talaga.
Oo, first time. Learning a day. So, lagay natin yun. Ah, babalikan natin. Maganda yun pag chine-chat down mo na yung mga natutunan mo everyday. Pero ngayon, try lang natin. Try natin, guys. And also, to take note of other things that Rob says, failure is a school.
Yes.
On my
Failure
side,
is a school.
yeah, failure is a school. On my side naman, the losses due to failure is a tuition fee. Okay. That's why I'm always saying to my staff na whenever the staff has wrong decision, I actually pay for their tuition. Because when an employee make a wrong decision, who's gonna be affected? The company. So the company pays for the tuition fee. But in
Can you repeat,
reality, in
ma'am?
the situation when whenever we example an employee makes wrong decision, it is
Yeah.
the company who pays for the tuition fee for you to learn. So any wrong decision kasi will have a cost to the company.
Of
But then
course.
why is the company doing that? Because the company wants you to learn and to grow. Hindi kasi
Yes.
lahat ng decision natin as an employee are correct. Nobody's
Nobody's
perfect, but
perfect.
what we do, yeah, nobody's perfect. What we do is to decide on matters on the best decision that we can arrive at. Pero there are times na yung decision mo pala is not the right decision. Okay,
Yes.
so yun, we pay the tuition fee. So we fail. Because when we decide wrongly, we fail. And thus, that has a cost. And the company pays for the tuition fee. Ngayon, kung ikaw yung owner and you're the entrepreneur, you make a wrong decision as an entrepreneur, then you pay your tuition fee. Kaya sabi
Ano
ni
yung,
Rob, failure
okay,
is a school.
failure is a school. Yung sa'yo, ma'am,
Ano
mahaba
yun,
yung
Ella?
sa'yo eh. Yung sinabi mo, the losses of blah blah
The loss,
is
the losses due to failure is a tuition fee.
the losses of the
Is
losses
the,
due to
the
failure.
losses due to failure is a
Ah,
tuition fee.
due to
Oo.
failure pala. Correct.
Kasi loss na yun eh, oo. So ako, example, I failed in so many business ventures that I have. I've had so many business ventures in the past, and most of them fail. And it's a tuition fee. For me, I pay a tuition fee because I learned from those failures. Kaya sabi ni Rob kanina, if any one of you is successful, for sure, you have failed at some point in time, at some point of your life. And it's true.
Of course.
Okay.
Correct.
So
Kasi
I haven't seen,
kailangan dumaan doon, ma'am, 'di ba?
yes.
Hindi imposible namang wala ka talagang failure sa 'di ba, every time. Meron
True,
talagang
true.
pagdadaanan, oo.
And the failure makes us more stronger. Kasi masakit
Yes.
mag-fail eh. Masakit
Yes.
mag-fail, and it makes you, it hone you, it shapes you as a person.
Yes, correct.
And then
That's the term.
another from do well, uh, well, according to Rob, he is not putting all his eggs in one basket. So, para sa kanya is hindi lang yung isa yung source of income niya. So, meron siyang consultancy, nagagawa siya ng designs para sa ibang company, etc. No? To have more sources of income. Para nga naman, if one source of income fails, then you still have other sources of income. And then get out of the box. Get out of the box.
Yes. Madalas ko marinig yun dati sa former boss ko.
Yes. Because if you get out of the box, that is when you become creative.
Former boss ko
You feel like
right after college graduation. Kasi di ba parang hindi pa kami sanay noon sumalang agad sa ano. Sabi nila, it's normal that you will get rejected by some employers. But, ayan, you really have to get out from the box para mas makita nila yung kakaiba na from you.
Yeah. Well, the box is your comfort zone.
So you
Yes.
tend to do things within your comfort zone. Lumabas ka. Gumawa ka ng something that is scary.
Wow.
Do something scary. Yeah,
Scary.
scary. Kasi ibig sabihin yun out of the box ka na because it scares you. Because why? It's not within your comfort zone. Hello, Mama Au. Hello.
Hello,
Um,
mga
so yun,
aw.
so yun yung going out of the box, no? It scares you. It scares you because it's not within your comfort zone. So please try to do things like that. If you're an inventor like Rob is a master inventor. Yes, he is a master inventor because he has 25 to 30 patents in his portfolio and most of
Wow.
those are commercialized. So one of the things that he is commercializing are the bulletproof products, bulletproof jackets, bulletproof helmets, and according to him, his latest helmet is 50% lighter than the previous design, and it's one of the best helmet in the world. And he also mentioned about his invention on a labeling machine. So itong mga invention na Rob invented products that are really being commercialized in the market. Hindi ito yung typical na mga inventions na nag-invent the patent after doon nakapark lang, wala namang nangyari doon sa patent. Rob, it's different. No? He's commercializing it, it's in the market, he's into patent to protect the idea, of course. So yun ang mga isa sa pinaka maganda, and I hope no that and we're glad that this kind of person is in the Philippines. Ang sabi nga niya, gusto niya makatulong sa economy of the Philippines, and thus he is now manufacturing yachts, Filipino-made yachts, to be supplied around the world, and that's a big help to our economy. Okay, and syempre yung mga ganong words of wisdom, hindi natin dapat kinakalimutan yan. Especially, I know that our viewers are most likely no yung mga nasa startup, yung mga nasa science, nasa technology, nasa creative industry. At sabi ni Rob, find your gift. Find your gift. So what is that gift? Is your gift about programming? Is your gift about designing machines? Ako, what's my gift? My gift is creative thinking. Maybe. Ano ba yung my gift ko? My gift is being an engineer. My gift is giving service as a patent agent. I use it for my source of income, no? I do as a patent agent. So, find your gift. Actually, bakit ko naging gift yun? Pinag-aralan ko kasi. Gano'n, no,
Yeah.
Ella? Ito gift na parang
Yes.
gumising ako, biglang patent agent na ako at magaling na ako sa patent. Hindi gano'n, no? Inaral ko siya. It's a long-term study. Pinag-aralan ko siya, nag-take ako ng exam. And even though I'm already a patent agent, I keep on learning. Kaya ang pinauhulaan kanina ni Rob, learning. Keep on learning. No?
Hindi ako nakasagot dun ah.
Kaya nga hindi porket alam mo na, hindi stop ka na, no. Nagbabago ang batas, nagbabago yung policy, marami nagbabago, everything is changing. So kahit na ikaw yung pinakamagaling na tao sa balat ng mundo, you have to learn. You have to upgrade yourself kasi everything is changing. Okay, so ang dami nating learnings Okay? So try to get hold of those learnings, guys. And Rob is from Shuttle. May trivia ako. Rob is from Shuttle. In Shuttle, USA, it rains most of the time. Kaya doon siya nagpunta para makakita ng mga boat. Kasi di ba may passion siya sa boat? 12 years old siya when I think the sibling got him a ticket, go to Shuttle, and thus the game changer. From being in the farm area to yacht. Kaya ang kinuha niyang course is yacht design. Yun yung kinuha niyang course, di ba? Tapos nagtrabaho siya sa Boeing, which is a project of NASA. He's just so discreet about it. He doesn't want to
hindi siya mayabang Ella pero NASA project to, no? NASA project, imagine, no? So, nagde-design siya ng mga wings ng mga airplanes. That's when the company paid for his tuition fee and paid him a very huge salary. Doon siya naging aeronautic engineer. Okay. So, maraming learnings. Shuttle, when I heard Shuttle, I always remember the movie Sleepless in Shuttle. A very romantic movie about destiny, about soulmate, about love. Sleepless in Shuttle, panoorin nyo. I keep on watching it over and over again. I love the story Sleepless in Shuttle. Nakaka-inlove siya. Okay.
Oh.
We're now 3 hours kung kailan dumadami yung tao, kung kailan tayo nakatiyak.
Parating kasi yung isang team kabilang team. Iyon. Ayan si Ma'am
Don't
Ria.
forget, guys, we will jot down, do a journal, isulat ang mga learnings natin from tomorrow up to next Saturday. And then, babalikan natin yan next Saturday.
Ayan.
And what else? It's so nice, no? Sana each of us will have our products. Some product na nilaunch mo sa market. Ano sabi ni Rob? He's earning 5 times
4
more
times?
than what?
5
4
times
times?
ba? 4 times.
Parang 4 nga. 4 times more than his salary in Boeing, di ba?
Yeah.
From his products.
Gusto ko siyang biruin dyan Share your blessing.
Nag-share naman siya ng blessing Rob will be
Hindi,
sharing his blessing next Saturday.
Bukod doon, yung, can you share 90% of your... Joke lang. Parang si St. Francis tuloy. Si St. Francis naman, tinalikuran yung yung kayamanan. Ayun. Grabe ang kasi pag yacht, ma'am, ang business, masyadong malaki ang income doon. So,
Siyempre.
para sa akin, parang, once in a lifetime experience yung ma'am, yung makasakay lang doon sa niya.
I have a picture of his yacht.
Natawa ako.
Ang ganda ng yacht niya actually. It's like a hotel inside.
Uy, sana pinatour, may libreng tour doon.
Wala siya sa yacht niya
I see.
Di ba nasa labas siya? Pero kung nandun siya, sana na-tour tayo.
Oo.
Sa loob ng yate niya. Yung yate niya parang, teka, nandito siya.
Pwede ba yan i-share? Makita namin. Nag-shoutout si Ma'am Kat kanina Pwede ko makita.
Ito yung yate niya yung nasa likod. Ayan yung loob ng yate niya, pababa. Ganyan yung itsura sa loob.
Social naman. Tama pala humirap sa tayo, Ma'am Kat.
And this is the song remixed by AOS Pro. Oh. Ayan, nasa yacht siya.
Ang ganda.
Ayan, loob ng yate niya yan.
Ganda.
Yan. Diba?
Mm-mm.
Ganda. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Ang hirap intindihin.
They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety. Deserve neither liberty nor safety. Tama naman. Ano, ang ganda ng mga yacht niya, ma'am.
Yeah. O, diba? So, di bale, Ella, don't worry. We will arrange a cruise talaga eh, no? With Rob. Tapos iba-vlog natin.
Yay!
Papaschedule tayo. Nung pa
Tapos may
nag-invite si Rob.
mukbang doon. Wow, sarap naman.
Because,
Thank you.
because yung place kung saan nakadock yung yate niya, Papaya, Batangas, is a place I often had a vacation when I was still young.
Oh,
So, very knowledgeable ako sa place na yun kasi
maganda.
halos tumira na ako doon. Previously, I stayed there for 1 month. So, may mga kababata ako doon, may mga nakatira doon na friend ko sila simula nung bata ako.
Nasa ka pa.
And then, oo. Pero ang last na punta ko doon was, siguro mga 10 years ago.
Oh,
Kasi
tagal na.
nandun pa kasi uncle ko, binenta na nila yung property nila doon. Dati kasi nandun ako yung nagbabatay sa tindahan, nagbabakasyon talaga ako. So, talagang ano ko yung lugar na yon. Kaya minsan pupuntahan natin.
Sa Batangas yan, ma'am, di ba?
Papaya, Nasugbu.
Ah, hindi pa ako nakarating sa Nasugbu.
Yun, Nasugbu,
Pero sa
Batangas.
Taal, nakarating na ako sa Taal. Yung main ng Taal, Batangas. Pero yung Nasugbu kami di pa. Tour natin yun, ma.
Kasi
Masarap
doon na
ano
nakatip
kaya?
yung ano niya. Sige,
Ano
may
specialty
sapunta tayo.
doon? Sa pagkain.
Well, Batangas buko. Hindi, joke. Because when we're there, we always eat fish, of course, the fresh catch. Fresh catch.
Hello, Sis
trivia
Chichay.
Nung araw kasi, yung hindi pa nade-develop yung what's this resort in Batangas? Guys, magsabi nga kayo sa akin ng known resort in Nasugbu, Batangas. Magsabi nga kayo sa akin ng isang famous resort in Nasugbu, Batangas. Hello, Sis Chichay. Good evening.
Ako.
Masakit ang ulo at ngipin mo. My God, uminom ka ng pain reliever. At meron ako iniinom na vitamins for healthier teeth kasi napapansin ko yung ngipin ko palagi ring sumasakit tsaka parang humihina yung mga bones ko. Humihina na yung mga ngipin ko. Minsan sumasayaw na sila. Hindi si Canyon Cove, sige pa man ka. Isa pang kilala rin, isa pa. Not Canyon Cove. It's sige pa. Give me a big known resort in Nasugbu, Batangas.
Naku, hindi pa ako nagawi yata sa Nasugbu. Or baka nadaanan lang namin.
Nasa dulo ng dila ko kasi not Terasa. Sige pa, go pa. Ay, hello!
Yung Balay Club. Balay Club ba yun? Club Balay?
Nabuhay si Jeannie.
Nasaan siya?
Ayan,
Ayan,
alam mo,
nandyan
Jeannie,
siya.
na kami hindi abutan. Buti na lang nagstay pa
May
kami.
pinagdaanan yan si Jeannie ngayon sa kanyang magulang.
Oh.
Sama mo sa prayer pala, ma'am, yung kanyang father. Leonardo. Bro, pakitype na lang yung name. Kasi yan, si Ma'am Ria, isa rin yan sa sinasama niya sa prayer din.
Leonardo is also the name of my son.
Leonardo, nalimutan ko yung last name. Sinulat ko yun nandun sa altar. Sinasabi, nabanggit ko sa
the name, so.
pangalan.
Leonardo.
Limutan
Kasi
ko
yung
yung
anak
last
ko,
name.
Juan, ang pangalan ng anak ko is Juan Leonardo. Juan
Wow.
Leonardo. Because I love the name Juan. Ma'am Kat, magbigay ka pa sa akin na isang known na resort sa Nasugbu, Batangas.
Hindi ba?
We will
hindi
pray
ba-
for your, dad o mommy? Daddy, Daddy de Leonardo
Daddy.
We will
Daddy.
pray for your daddy, Jeannie. Kaya lang anong apelido? Stilts. Sige pa, Ma'am Kat. Um, yung bago ka makapasok doon, kailangan member ka. Ano
Club
nga
ba,
ba?
Tay?
Ayun, Pico de Loro.
Akala ko.
Pico de Loro. So, Pico de Loro is one of a high-end resort. Ella, noon, yung Pico de Loro ay hindi pa dinidevelop. Pico. Isa siyang lugar na ang nandun lang ay kubo-kubo lang. Doon ako nag-stay twice a year para mag-reflect.
Oh.
I stay in an island. The island doesn't have any electricity, doesn't have anything. Ang nakatira lang doon ay mga aso at saka ang mga guard, no, mga bantay. Kailangan kong magbangka para makapunta doon. Magstay
Wow,
ako doon ng
cute.
example, 1 week. No CR, no anything. Mga ganun, no? Oh, yeah. Basta kanya-kanyang paraan. So, now is Pico de Loro. So, kaya hindi na ako nagpupunta kasi private na siya. So, ang gagawin namin doon, ting umaga, meron na tayo magde-deliver ng mga fresh catch and then, bonfire lang namin siya. Natutulog lang kami sa kubo. Kubo na parang literal na kubo na walang walang walls. Kubo lang na upuan tsaka table. Di ba yung typical na kubo? Mga parang cottage. Ganun. Doon kami natutulog, naglalatag lang kami doon ng mga towel. Natutulog kami. So that's across Papaya where nakadak si Rob. Parang tatawid ka lang sa kabila ng bundok ngayon. Andun na yung Pico de Loro where I stayed for ang saya kasi pag gusto mong matitouch sa mundo, walang tech, walang civilization, doon ako pumupunta.
Wow. May ganyan experience ka pala, ma'am.
Oo, ang sarap. Kaya lang ngayon, wala na. Cannot do that na.
Oo, mahirap.
Yeah, mapapasana all na lang. Totoo, Ma'am Kat. Napakasarap ng experience. 1 week na detached from the world. All you can see is dagat and dadalang ka lang ng pagkain na lulutuin pa. Everyday ganun. Pagkising namin, pagtulog namin, pagkising namin, dagat. Tulog, dagat.
Talaga.
Walang
masarap din
kuryente.
kapag walang bagyo, no? Pero pag may bagyo, mahirap din.
Ay, hindi ko pa na-experience ang bagyo doon kasi talagang summer kami pumupunta. Yung wala talagang bagyo.
Tama. Oo.
At doon ako na Ella, doon ako parang, I'm sorry if you don't believe, but I believe, no? Doon ako na parang nanuno. So, because nga kasi kasama ko yung maliliit kong anak that time, sorry to say, pero di ba wala nga CR. So, yung minsan doon sila nagpupup sa dagat. Tapos, sigaw ako ng sigaw, oy, malis kayo dyan, wag dyan. Parang ganon. Sigaw ako ng sigaw na, oy, lumayo kayo, pupunta sa inyo yung dumi, blah, blah, blah. Parang ganon, no? Para siguro nagalit sa akin. Kasi nga, kami lang nga yung tao sa isla.
Maingay ka.
Pag uwi ko, tinubuan na ako ng mga something, madami sa mukha. Hindi talagang rush madami. And then, I was working at Lyceum of the Philippines that time. Tapos dun sa SM Manila, inisa-isa ko na yung mga doon sa 4th floor, yung mga derma house. So, iba-ibang gamot ang ginagamit ko para lang mawala dyan. Madami. And then, guys, hindi ako nagsusuot ng sleeveless at the time. Kailangan na suot ko palagi mahahaba, 3/4 mahaba kasi talagang nakakadiri talaga. Ang dami.
Hindi naman
Sa
siya
paa,
chicken pox, ma'am.
Hindi. Sa katawan, ang dami. So, nagmukha akong tuldok. Nagmukha akong polka dots.
Bakit parang wala namang mark?
Yeah, walang mark. You know what I did, Ella? I go back. I go back there. I offered 9 animal intestinal parts.
Nag-sorry ka. Tapos
nag-sorry ako. Nag-sorry ako,
yun.
malakas na sorry. Dumating ako sa point na pag nagsiswimming ako, hindi ako pwede mag-short. Lahat mahahaba. Talagang tuldok. Ngayon, wala, guys. I don't have any, tas nag-sleepless pa ako ngayon. Nawala siya instant.
Oh, that's true
Pero
talaga,
tagal
ma'am,
ko rin
'no?
tiniis, buwan. Kasi di ka naman basta-basta makakapunta agad ng Batangas, magstay doon. Siyempre may work ka eh, di ba? So,
Mm.
kaya lang di ko na matiis eh. Kasi talagang malala na eh. Madami na eh. So, tas wala na kahit anong gamot ang gamitin ko. Wala, hindi nangyayari. Nasusunog na yung balat ko sa gamot. Pero nandun
Correct.
pa rin siya. Ayun, doon bumalik
Mm.
ako. Kaya dapat respect nature. Respect
Correct.
nature,
Yan yung
very
sinasabi
solid.
nila, ma'am, na magtabi-tabi po kapag nasa mga
Mm.
ganyang areas. Kasi ma'am, nag-swimming kami dati, naalala ko, may field trip kami sa IT. Kasama yung mga students ha. Eh, di ba yung mga anak payaman, mga kasama namin. Hindi marunong magtabi-tabi po kasi parang hindi na-orient. May nangyari, ma'am, eh, na ganun. Basta hindi ko na maalala yung detalye, pero ganun, ma'am, exactly what you have said. Importante pala yun, respect na nature. Pag nandoon ka sa ibang place, magtabi-tabi lang.
Sabi ni Ma'am Kat, paano natanggal? Bumalik ako sa lugar, nag-offer ako ng siyam na intestinal parts ng animals, tapos nag-sorry talaga ako. Talagang malakas ako nagso-sorry.
Tama
Eh
yun,
kami
ma'am.
lang naman ang tao yan, may ibang tao, so okay lang, mag-sorry. Diba?
Yes.
Yun.
Dumadami yung
Respect
supporters ni Ma'am
nature,
Ria,
respect
oh.
sa environment. Oo.
Correct, tama yan. Lavin Dandos, hello. Mega love shoutout sa'yo. From Team Genuine, ayan. Dumadami na yun sa attendance, ah.
Thank you, Team Genuine, for the support. Madami na yung subs natin. Sana mas dumami pa. Ella, alam mo yung mga bagong subscribers? Ano sila, yung mga subscribers sila, 15,000, 10,000. Yun yung mga bagong subscribers na nakikita ko
Saan?
sa akin. Mga bagong subscribers.
Ang mga big channel sila, ma'am.
Oo. Ganun ang mga ano nila, malalaki yung mga subscribers nila.
Oh, nauna talaga rin sa atin, ma'am, eh. Na hindi talaga nag-stop. Kasi kung noon pa natin na-discover talaga. Marami na, ma'am. Sobrang dami na. Wala pa tayong...
But pero hindi, Ella, once we launch the Feminine Genius na full campaign, dadami rin. Kasi magdadami na yung
Oo.
members natin that
Ang dami
time.
mong members, 3,000 na. Dapat lahat yan, ma'am, mag-announce ka doon, tayo doon sa ano mo. Mag-post ka doon, ma'am, ng parang sticker na they have to subscribe to your channel. 3,000 something kaya, ma'am, ang members mo. Followers mo doon. Dami.
Yeah, oo, ang dami, oo.
Ang dami.
Nag-announce ako 2 weeks ago, nung nag-premiere ako ng Monday, sabi ko, all new subscribers from today up to Saturday will win. Hindi ko na-check yung subscribers kung bago that time. Tapos, nung tinignan ko na isang araw, yun nga, yung mga subscribers, sa bago ko subscribers, ang tataas ng mga sub nila, grabe. Sabi ko, grabe naman to mga to, 15,000, 10,000, 11,000, samantala ako ilan lang subscribers ko.
Baka may nag-trending na
So,
sa kanila. Just like Sir
Yeah,
Sis
talagang
Georgie. Nasa
Ano?
10 na yung subscribers ni Sis Georgie eh. Tsaka ni...
talaga?
Mm-mm. Pero sila, Madam Janice na kasabayan natin, mga nasa 7,000 na yata sila. Oo, nauna kasi sila sa mga
Si
teams.
Celine.
Si Celine, parang beyond 5,000 pa lang. Mabilis lang yan si Madam Celine. Ako, ang viewers kasi niya ngayon is nasa 2,000 something na eh. Kaya pag ganyan, mabilis ang subscribers.
Okay, so last 8 minutes.
Extended daw ito, extended.
Last 8 minutes. Okay. Lavin Dandos, hello. Oo. So again, the challenge I posted, we write every day what is our new learning, start tomorrow until Saturday, and then magkamustahan tayo next Saturday.
kung meron nga ba tayong natutunan everyday, because if none, sabi ni Rob, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong with you. Hindi nagtungan.
Kaya kailangan there's nothing wrong with us, di ba? Kaya kailangan may matutunan tayo everyday. So, pag gawin mo, pag malatapos na yung araw, parang alas 12 na, 11:59 p.m. na. 1 minute na lang, wala ka pang learning. Di magbasa ka, di ba?
Oo.
Magbago
Ang
yung
tatandaan ko sa kaklase ko noon when we had our training pala sa Makati. Kasi madalas ako magtanong sa kanya, ma'am. Nakukulitan yata siya. Sabi niya, may sinabi na siyang statement. Ganito yun kasi, ma'am. Sabi niya, whatever you don't know, just Google it.
Just ano?
Whatever you don't know, just Google it. Oo. Kasi more on bago yung pinag-aralan namin sa Java. So, anong tawag dyan? Yung para siyang marathon, ma'am. May term dyan eh. Bootcamp. Bootcamp yun.
Bootcamp or hackathon?
15 days yun, ma'am, na
Okay.
magko-code kami, ganyan. Tinitrain lang yung mga teachers na sa academe para alam mo yun, ma-update naman kami sa mga bagong script. Tapos maituro sa mga students. Ang dami akong tanong-tanong sa kanya. So, yun yung sinasabi niya. Tama yun, Ma'am Ria, no? Hindi mag-research pag wala kang naisip na ano ba natutunan ko ngayong araw na to.
Oh,
Okay,
wala akong
i-google na lang
natutunan.
natin.
Oo, wala akong
Google na lang
natutunan
natin.
ngayong araw na to. Magbasa ka ng libro.
Magbasa ka
Nag-order
ng
ako ng
books.
libro actually.
Mag-google tayo.
Oo. Sayang hindi ko na i-vlog yung by the way, yesterday I went to the Mountain of Prayer is the name of the place. Oo.
I like the term, Mountain of the Prayer. Anong name ng place?
Mountain of Prayer.
Mountain
Place
of
talaga
Prayer.
siya. Pag pumasok ka, meron 100 pesos na fee. Tapos, Tapos meron kantin sa loob, very solemn. And then may mga individual prayer rooms na iiwan mo lang yung sapatos mo sa labas para daw alam na may tao sa loob. Papasok ka sa loob, magdadasal ka, etc. It's a mountain of prayer.
Mhm.
Somewhere in Antipolo. So, pag gusto nyo ng
Antipolo.
solemn place, tanong nyo lang ako, chat nyo lang ako, sabihin ko sa inyo kung saan nyo. I-google nyo lang naman eh. Teka lang, ano ba yung Google?
Mountain of Prayer. Hindi ba yan sa
Google nyo is San
Regina?
Jose. Ha?
Sa
Saan?
San Jose. Akala ko sa Regina.
Yeah.
Regina.
I heard that before.
Hindi yun San Jose, mamang sa Regina. Taytay yata to eh, yung Regina
It's
Rosary.
It's near, but it's not that. It's not that. Saglit ah. Ang pangalan niya ay I'll just check. Touch of Glory. Touch of Glory. San
Touch of
Jose. Touch of Glory, San Jose, Sitio Tanza 2, Antipolo. It's a mountain of prayer. May entrance fee, 100 pesos per head.
Oh.
Ang gagawin mo lang sa loob, magdadasal. Mountain of prayer eh. So, makikita mo prayer rooms.
Ba't ay sumulat na yung ballpen ko?
Overlooking ka, so madali. So, if you want peaceful with the mountains, with the nature, punta kayo doon. Sa Mountain of Prayer.
No?
Touch of Glory, pangalan.
Touch of Glory, okay.
Yeah, Touch of Glory. We're down to 4 minutes pa.
Wow.
3 minutes na lang pala. 3 minutes.
Yay! Another successful episode.
Yes, so.
And everybody's happy kasi may consolation. Yay!
Thanks to Rob, of course.
Thanks to Rob, Sir Rob. Sana marami pang katulad mo. Sisend ko sa'yo ito, mama. Ang bilis ko nakaka-copy-paste.
I'll send that to Rob.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time that we had a reconciliation is from
Sir
Yuli,
Yuli.
di ba? Oo.
Yeah, Yuli.
We're down to our 2 minutes. So don't forget, journal, write down your learnings every day, starting tomorrow. Okay, thank you sa lahat ng mga viewers of Feminine Genius, those who have watched at the Feminine Genius page and at the Feminist Genius Groups Philippines, yung ating Facebook groups, and syempre dito sa YouTube. Thank you for watching. Sana every Saturday ay magwa-watch kayo.
Yes, of course. Thank you for the learnings, Ma'am Ria and Sir Rob.
We have our last minute. Thank you for the
Yeah.
learnings. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Abangan natin ang premiere ni Ma'am Ria. Monday po yan, 2 p.m. Ayan, Mama.
And Friday.
And
Hindi naman
Friday, meron
Friday,
din
hindi
siya.
yung regular, di ba? Ay,
Hindi,
teka,
ma'am.
yung Tuesday, regular yun? Ay, may Tuesday pa.
May Tuesday ka ba?
Majestic.
Ah, nakakapag-premiere ka na doon? Hindi kita
Oo.
nakikita na nagpe-premiere doon. Hala, sorry. Kasi hindi ako nakapag-support doon, ma'am. Ang galing. 6:15. Ninonote ko nga. Hindi ka kasi nagpo-post para ma-support sana sa Teen Health.
Nagpo-post ako sa Feminine Genius lang.
I see.
Dapat sa helpful.
Sa helpful din, ma'am, para mailagay natin sa playlist.
Oo, sige.
Yung Tuesday mo na 6:15.
Parang 2 video gagawin.
Wow, ang galing naman. Monday and Tuesday. Ay, mataas ang niyan Mataas ang recommendation niyan pag araw-araw. Halos araw-araw.
Ganon.
Sa akin kasi once a week mahina yung recommendation ni YT.
Paano nalalaman yung recommendation? Saan nakalagay?
Nagre-reflect ka, ma'am. Pagbukas namin ng YT, magbubungad na yung mo. Tapos may survey. Is this video entertaining? May survey. Para dun sa video mo. Si YT ang niyan. Yan ang recommendation.
Yun ang recommendation.
Sa lahat ng viewers, na friends mo, na subscribers mo. So, yung subscribers mo, ma'am, sila yung magsasagot dun sa survey. Kung excellent siya, tapos may checklist kung entertaining, calming, etc.
Talaga?
Oo.
Or hindi ko pa na-experience yan. Sana ma-recommend ako.
Meron yan. Kasi, ka na, magta-3K ka na. Send ko sa'yo yung screenshots ng mga recommendation. Marami na.
Sige nga, pakisend mo sa akin para ma-check ko kung nakakita ko ng gano'n. Alright. So, it's 3:31.
Yay!
We're leaving. Thank you, guys. Thank you for racing with us. Thank you for staying with us. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Ria. Thank you to the viewers of Dr. Ria Liza. Thank you, Team Helpful. Madam Janice, thank you po sa Team Genuine mo. Ayan.
Thank you, Team Genuine and Madam Janice. At sa husband ni Ma'am Janice.
Marcos Vlogger.
Marcos Vlog na dumalaw sa atin.
Sa
Thank
mga
you.
nandyan,
Thank you.
Ma'am Kat, Suhina, Team Helpful, Love and Dandos, etc. Ayan. Good night sa lahat, sabi ni Chichay Channel. Saan nandyan pa siya?
Good night sa lahat, Sis Chichay. In a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye!
Bye! Thank you!
Thank you.